Hey guys, this is Mike and you're watching Ayo Mecha Live.
Hey, good evening everyone. Welcome to AO Mecha Live. My name is Ariel and tonight is a spotlight episode with Mike Silbor. I want to say hi to everybody both watching here in the North America and everyone else in Philippines. Good morning. How are you guys doing today? All right, so first off, guys, season 3 has been phenomenal. We've done so many things in such a short period of time. I want to say big thank you to everybody that's tuning in both on YouTube and on Twitch. Actually, I'm gonna just my mic here real quick. Can you guys all hear me? I think we're good. Let's do a quick recap. What happened the last week? Almost last week. We finished the PG RX-78. This guy here with the cool beam effect sword, which is amazing. I'm totally in love with this, and I'm probably gonna drain the battery on this really fast. And let's see, Wednesday is our first Whip Wednesday episode where we just hung out and build stuff, and I think that's gonna be happening every other week because I think I want to continue our backlog. We got to kill our backlog and work on that. This Friday that just passed, guys, I was part of an awesome build event with the Plamo Weekenders. And just quick thing with these guys, big shout out to them. Plamo Weekender on Twitch are hosting or it's still on right now. It's throughout the whole weekend, hosting this charity event to raise money and awareness for the cure to Alzheimer's disease. It's packed with 22 different streamers and web personalities from our community joining together on this. So when I was streaming on yesterday, it was Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. We crossed the $3,000 mark. That's USD. Today, I believe when they kickstarted off again, it was around over 5K. So go and check them out, guys, and support. Feel free to check them out when you can, throughout the whole weekend. And yeah. So what else happened this weekend? Well, I'm here. I'm still alive. I had a very busy work week, and but it was good. Today also, we're gonna be chatting with Mike Silbor. But before that, big announcement: MSMN Studio. It is a model kit hobby shop here in Canada, serving our country out from Montreal. Has partnered up with AO Mecha Live, and actually, do I have an ad for that? Let's go back to this real quick, and it is these guys here. MSMN Studio out in Montreal have partnered up with AO Mecha Live. So check them out, guys, if you're looking for gunpla materials, tools, and everything else. They're located again in Montreal, and they serve throughout Canada. So yeah, thank you for their support. And also don't forget, guys, this episode and AO Mecha is still powered by USA Gundam Store. Feel free to check them out, guys. usagundamstore.com and save with my discount code AOMecha10. For MSMN, please visit Side 6, our Facebook group, to get more information about getting discount from the store. They also sponsor our community there. So again, big shout out to them and their help for us. Okay. So this kit right here, I'm just gonna do a quick recap. This is what I built during the charity event, and this is I would say it's a rare kit. When I purchased this a long time ago, it wasn't as rare. That's why I'm like, I'll just keep it in the backlog. This is the 1100 overflag. This is from the Gundam 00 series. I did not finish it during the event. My 2 hours was not fast enough to complete it. We were able to make it stand, backpack, head, but I wasn't able to complete the weapons or the arms, so I finished it recently. And yeah, so more pictures of that to come. But anyways, enough about me. Why don't we get over there and talk to the man of the show. This guy, okay, before we even introduce him, Mike Silbor. Okay, first time I saw this guy post his Azabi. I think the first time I saw it, it's Azabi or the red frame ashtray. One of those. It's definitely red. and it caught my eye right away. The way they took the photos, the way it is painted, it is finished, the decal game, the LED game on this is dope. So, and also representing from Philippines, yeah, awesome. Like, I was so happy to connect with him. We've been messaging back and forth the last while, and he has been very responsive and amazing person to chat with. So I can't wait to get him on the show, guys, and talk with him. So why don't we go now and check him out? Hey, Mike.
Hey, what's up, Ariel?
Welcome to the show. How are you doing, man?
Doing great, doing great. Thanks for having me here, huh?
Oh man, no, thank you for doing this. And I know the little introduction is just like the tip of the iceberg, I think, of what we're gonna be talking about tonight. Again, thank you, and everyone that's watching in the Philippines, kamusta po kayo? Magandang umaga. I know it's very early still there. What time is it there right now, by the way, Mike?
It's 9 a.m. in the morning.
9 a.m. Wow. Well, this is the Almusal Breakfast Show. So yeah, how's it going, Mike? How are you today?
I'm good, great. It's been a while since I've been up at 9 in the morning.
Oh man, you make it sound like it's almost an eternity, man. Thank you again for coming out in a bright and early. So for before we get into, like, you know, your history and all that stuff, I just want to say again hi to everybody, both watching in YouTube and Twitch. Over at YouTube, we have Tom, we have Little Fortune, we have Louise Lane joining us. Also NTS, Nicholas Tejada Sanchez. Over at Twitch, we have Delta Saber. Oh hey, how's it going? Delta Saber. It's JB all the way from Toronto saying what's up. Actually the fundraising event is now up 7,600. That is amazing. So wow, guys, check those guys out. Plamo Weekender, obviously after the show, not right now because you guys are here. But check them out. We have Gab Drogo Customs. Also, thank you for following the channel, Gab, on that one. Jan is joining us. There he is, our GTS bro, Channing Tatum, Magic Mike, as they call you there. More like Channing Tate Yum. Huh?
I've heard that. I've heard that a bunch of times on their shows.
Magandang umaga kapatid, and that's from John all the way in the West Coast there. And guys, we have a packed show, obviously guest starring tonight, featuring Spotlight, Man of the Hour, Mike Silbor. All right, let's get into it. For those people who might not know you too well, Mike, can you give us a little bit of a history and a little introduction about yourself?
Okay, so by trade, I am a chef, but since 2018, 2019, I left the industry business, the restaurant industry, to go into teaching. So right now, I'm a part-time college professor at a local college of St. Benilde. So shout out to the faculty over there. There's actually a couple of Gunpla builders in the faculty.
Oh yeah?
So
nice.
I've been talking to them a couple of times about occasionally about building. I'm not sure if they still build right now. But
and the subject that
been talking about it.
And the subject
before.
that you teach now at the faculty, like what is it focused on?
It's culinary arts.
Okay, nice.
Yeah,
and
so
we have some photos, I think, of that. Again, I was looking at some of the photos he sent earlier on. Like, you know, this guy sent me photos like 2 weeks in advance. So all future builders and guests, take note. Readiness and preparedness makes it an amazing show. But I'm not saying that a lot of them are lazy. I'm included as well. Like just before the show, I was like, what are we doing? What's going on? Let's go to the...
When you sent me the invite, I had the photos ready in like an hour.
Yeah, I was like, oh, cool. Super readiness. Amazing for that. Thank you again for that, Mike. So let's talk about culinary arts. Right now, we have a couple of photos here from your field, it looks like. So is this from work or is this from the school itself?
This is from the last restaurant I worked in. It's actually called Wolfgang Steakhouse. I'm sure you've heard of it.
Yeah.
It's originally from New York, so they opened a bunch of branches here in the Philippines. So this was taken around 2014 or 15. I'm not sure. Like 5-6 years ago, more or less.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and some of the photos you included here are some delicious food. photos. Are these all your creation? That's like the next couple of food photos here?
Basically, that's just some of the stuff we've been doing at the school. This is like a breakfast day. So
Oh, wow.
the first picture before was like our take on bacon and waffles. The next one with the egg is basically eggs Benedict.
Nice, nice.
So like poaching eggs, making the hollandaise sauce, a bunch of other main courses. So basically, we basically just tackle the basics.
Oh my god.
like
I'm
culinary
getting
arts all
hungry just looking at these
Yeah,
photos,
you're making
man.
me hungry too, man. I haven't had breakfast yet.
So for those who might be interested in culinary arts, can you do like maybe a quick sales pitch on why they should take it up and go to school for it?
Going to culinary arts, you definitely will have an edge if you have the patience for it and the passion for it. Because if you don't have the passion for it, you're not gonna last in the industry too much. Too long, sorry, too long. Because you really need a lot of passion and a lot of art, a lot of patience and strong legs. Basically, because you're gonna be standing up like basically the entire day, more than 10 to 12 hours a day.
That's
up.
also, yeah, like some of the challenges I find that like you might get burnt out because it's not just cooking that you have to worry about. It's also like the running around and all that stuff. Like how do you prepare for a work type like that for you? Do you do any type of like routine that you practice at work, or is it just like you build it during work?
It's basically something you develop over time. Like at first it was really hard for me because I wasn't used to it. But yeah, after like a couple of months, your body just adapts.
Nice, nice. And
would
would you
caffeine never hurts.
Caffeine never hurts. So now with your teaching and all that stuff, like how many students would you say you would be in your classes?
On average, around 20 to 30.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And is it like are they all younger, or is it all ages that has joined your class?
I'm not sure. I don't really ask their ages, but I think they're around 19 to 20.
Oh, so
Like that.
early, okay.
I mostly teach freshman students in culinary lab.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, when you're not teaching, you're collecting, because the next couple of photos here are
Here we
a little
go.
bit of your geekness. Let's talk about that. So, you sent me these Funko Pop collections. Obviously, there's some kind of connection with these here. Can you just explain the next couple of photos that we're gonna look at?
Okay. So it all started with my gaming PC. I wanted to put something inside of my gaming PC, so I started collecting Funko Pop. So these would be in circulation inside my PC case on the regular. So until I found out that a PC interior gets pretty hot, so if you have one bad day with your PC and the Funko Pop is there, you can basically say goodbye to your hardware, because like there's gonna be melted plastic everywhere, right? So like
That's
I just
so true.
packed them in a wall and then just kept my PC clean. So now they're there, back in the back of my monitor right there.
Nice. The next one
You
here,
see a
we're
couple
gonna.
of action faces there.
I was gonna say there's action bases here, obviously a sign of what's to come. Let's talk about again your fandom. We're gonna focus on Gunpla and Mecha. Like, what are some of your earlier exposures, and what got you into liking the hobby that you're in now?
Okay, so my first experience with Gunpla was around November or October of 2019. I built a high-grade 00 Diver Ace and a bootleg blade
Oh no, I'm gonna
lighter.
get demonetized. That's it. We're done, guys. Cut it off. We're good.
Bye.
No, go ahead,
No,
man.
no,
Go
so
ahead.
I built the blade lighter first and I hated it. It was the worst. The fittings were super awful. So
Oh, okay. So
if-
I could relate with that. I've heard I haven't personally built it, but I know so many people have big issues with the bootleg. Did you anticipate it? Did you know what was it about, or did you just when you built it that you experienced
I
it?
just dove in head first with that blade lighter. It almost turned me off to the hobby completely, and then I was walking around the mall with my girlfriend. You know Lois Lane in the chat? Yeah, she's my girlfriend.
Lois Lane. Oh my God, Super Mike. It should be Superman. What's going on here, man?
We were like walking around the mall, and I saw like a bunch of Gundam Store. Those look pretty nice. So I decided to get one for myself, and I built it, and it was completely different from the bootleg I built. Everything fit so perfectly. It was a bit loose. It was like it's a high grade, so but it was great. It was great. It was like miles apart from the bootleg I built. So like after the high grade 00 diver,
right?
I stopped, and then a couple of months later, I got another high grade, the IBO kits. I think it was the high grade Bale.
And we're gonna get to that because we have a whole bunch of IBO kits lined up after some of these early shots here.
So after the Bale, I built the Grimguard, and then after that, I just fell in love with the line.
Nice. Now here's the thing though, a lot of folks vary when they started the hobby, right? Myself, I've been on and off for years. I started way back when Gundam Wing was on TV, picked it up again during Gundam Seed, and then I took a big break. I think right after 00 till like back to IBO almost, or no, sorry, the Build Fighters. Now, how long? Like, what was your first exposure to? Like, are you following any of them anime, or like, do you have any animes like that you follow?
Okay. Funny thing is, I have never seen a Gundam show ever.
What?
Not even. No. Wait. Not even once. When I started building, building, that's when I started watching the show. So it was kind of like reverse for me. Like some people I know, they watch the show and then they build the kits. Me, I build the kits and then I watch the shows.
Nice.
Yeah.
So how long have you been doing this then?
I have been doing this a little over a year. I started in March 2019.
Right.
COVID hit and everyone was stuck at home. We were all working from home and everything. So to kill the boredom, I started buying more kits online because that's the only way you can buy them because the malls are closed, right?
Yes.
So I just kept buying online, ordering online. I mainly focused on the high grade kits because I was still nervous because I was pretty sure the skill level was not there yet. So I was like buying the high grade kits from IBO, and then I started venturing out. My first RG was the Astray Red Frame and the RG Sazabi.
RG Sazabi. So that was awesome, by the way. And we're going to get more to that a little bit later on. We're cycling through some of the images here. And it looks like these are also RGs. We were just looking at the Freedom.
Oh, no. The Quanta is an MG.
Oh, these are MGs. Sorry. How about this one then, the Freedom?
Freedom is an MG also.
That's the 2.0. So, right.
You can see in the pictures, those are all unpainted because during the first few months of my building journey, I was just mainly focused on posing the kits because I didn't have the courage to start painting yet.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I wanted the kits to look good without having to paint them, so I just like practiced posing over and over and over.
And I think posing is very, very important. I think a lot of people sometimes, or like some people just forget to emphasize that, like, to get a good composition of image, even look at this, like it's not painted. It's something that people get attracted to because of the way it's posed, the way it was photographed. Good stuff here. You have an eye for photography. Do you actually do photography, like as either a hobby or previous profession?
No, actually another funny thing, I only learned photography, like the ISO, the exposures, when I started taking pictures of the Gunpla.
Oh my god. See that, guys? Gunpla has a lot of transferable skills that I think is very beneficial. So that's awesome, man. The next one here, play with lights as well. This is the new Gundam.
Yeah.
Very cool, man.
Love that kit. Amazing kit. But if you zoom in some of the pictures, you're gonna see a gigantic crack in one of the ankle.
Where? Let's go zoom in.
There you go.
Oh my god.
Right leg, I broke the armor while trying to... No, not the other leg, the other leg.
This one here. Go. Yeah, I see it. Don't worry, battle damage, man. I just want to say...
When it happened, like my heart sank seriously, like what
I-
the hell just happened?
I remember that feeling, and for those of you guys that are on the chat that are builders and have built this, you guys probably have experienced that, oh shoot, I snapped a piece or I cracked a piece moment. I think everybody will remember. They'll never forget that. Speaking of which, just a couple of comments here from John over at Twitch. Bruh, I missed the pandesal. The pandesal hit different here in California compared to Manila. And then Gab is saying things are different when you're eating Filipino food in the Philippines. So man, I think they were just referring back to some of the photos that we were looking at earlier on. And then Stun and Run32. Hello, good morning from here. Hello and welcome to the chat. We're talking with Mike Silbor here and his journey. Let's continue on, Mike. Your setup is very, very interesting because like a lot of this feels like a DIY system there for the for your airbrush kit. You have a lot of test spoons, and I was like, that is really cool. What's the setup? What are we looking at here, man?
Okay, so for the picture above, that's my painting setup. Obviously, that's outside the house because like our house is small, so the fumes will just get everywhere, and plus I don't want my room smelling like lacquer.
Oh my god, yeah.
So basically, it's an outdoor setup, which makes candy painting a real pain because of all the dust. It gets really dusty here, so like it's really a challenge to paint outside. But again, at least it's fresh air, you know. And
Yes, yeah.
everything in that picture is DIY. Even the paint booth, that's just a plastic tub with a bathroom exhaust fan attached to the back. See that?
Oh my god, yeah, that's these are the first things I know. So I was looking at the photos earlier on. I'm like, look at this guy. So guys, if you guys are thinking of doing your own DIY spray booth, just get a tub, add an exhaust fan, and you're good to go.
It's really cheap. And if you look at the picture, the thing on top of the paint booth, you see that pink little thing? Actually, I didn't get it in the frame, sorry. It's actually a food dehydrator. I got that recently to help with drying the paints. So like an overnight cure would be like 2 hours for me.
That's awesome. So that it helps it dry a lot faster. And yeah, like I also see you're using your paint brands over here. These are all straight out of the bottles, or did you mix any of the customs here?
Those are all pre-thinned straight out of the bottles. I mainly work with 2 brands. One of them is Zork, and the other one is Armored Komodo.
Nice. Yeah. Which one is
They're
your favorite so far?
Local brands, so super nice.
Which one do you find better than the other, or are they both equal?
They have their own uses with how I apply them to the kits. Like I use one brand for a certain thing, another brand for a certain thing. So they have their both of them have pros and cons, basically. Depending on how I use them. So that's why I keep my options open, because I don't have options for Gaia notes here. So I really want to try that paint line, but it's really expensive. So I just stick to the local brands. You know, support local.
That's it. And here's a quick photo of your desk. It looks like you're taking some whips here of the Zaku. And man, I love your setup. Both of them, both indoors and outdoors, man. This is a hobbyist setup. And all within a year? Dude.
Yeah, within a year.
Here's
the only thing older than a year was my PC.
And I think that I saw a photo of your PC here. Is that it at the back?
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Look at this guy, man. Flexing.
Yeah.
Let's continue on.
I used to be a real hardcore gamer back then, but ever since I started Gunpla, I actually have stopped PC gaming. So now I have a backlog of kits and a backlog of games I have to get to.
Backlog builder. Mondays and Wednesdays. Should totally come and build your backlogs, man.
Yeah.
So here's just some photos of some of your whips. Some of your finished work. Some of your backlogs. Again, you guys could all relate. These are some really cool kits here. And yeah, wow. There's a lot more to talk about, man. That's really cool. Okay, so
and not everything here is painted.
What's that?
Not everything on those shelves are painted. Some of them
let's go back.
Yet. Yeah.
Let's see here. Where's that? So like these guys back here.
The IBO kits are mostly painted except for the Liger. I hate that thing. The double O kits have not been touched, not yet. Not yet. Soon. I haven't built the Dynamis and the Barbatos yet. I want to build up my skill first before I touch those kits because I don't want to mess up those two kits. I'm not gonna have it. It has to be perfect.
Oh man, we can't wait for you to finish that as well, man. I think it's gonna be really, really cool. Let's go back.
Yes, to my IG, I'll be posting if ever I start them up.
Do you wanna get into your? So right now we're changing the format of the show, guys. We're gonna go with like I guess the top 5 builds and more or less, but again, it's probably gonna vary from builder to builder. We were talking about the high grade IBO kits, and we have here the next couple of photos are those kits, right? These are like some of the stuff that you started with. Can you walk us through the couple of photos as we go through them?
Okay, sure. So basically the IBO kits, I started building them but didn't paint them until like almost half a year after. And this line just really got me hooked into Gunpla. I just started venturing out from the IBO kits to the RGs to the MGs.
Right.
Not yet on the PGs. I don't have the closet space for them. Too big for me.
So a lot of people, including myself, has been very impressed with your LED lighting. This guy has been dubbed the LED guy. The guy with the light man. The guy that's like lighting things up. It's so lit.
Actually, the LEDs, when we move on to the Sazabi later on, that's actually the first kit I've ever stuck LEDs to. That's why it only has the LED on the mono eye. I was still too chicken to put LEDs in other boosters. Like for example, on the Vidar here, if you can zoom in on the knee thruster, there's also an LED over there. That's why it's glowing purple instead of like just black.
Wow, that is cool.
Yeah. That
really,
is
really
one
cool.
of my most lit up kits ever because there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. There's like 8 to 10 different LEDs on that thing because even the boosters on the back has LEDs. And I am not the LED guy. Actually, gonna give a little shout out here to Otaku Builder.
Nice.
Every time I get stuck on a project on like how to put LEDs in something, I just message him on Instagram and he's super helpful.
Nice.
Nice. Gold mine of information. He's the LED guy. Definitely.
I remember catching it. If you guys didn't catch it, GTS did a interview with him a while back, and I was also watching that, and it's very impressed with like his LED work. Check him out, guys. Otaku Builder. The Vidar again, very, very sexy kit. I love like you turn something like just a basic kit into something more than what it is, and I think that's really what makes the builder a special in a special way. Their kits, their touch, they give it their touch, you know what I mean? So that is really cool. Continuing on with the IBO series, I do love the IBO kits. Which one would you say out of the IBOs you built would be your most favorite?
My favorite of the IBO kits would definitely be the Vidar because of the design.
Nice.
Actually,
nice.
Also because it's the first time I've tried paint modulation for on the Vidar. It's the first time.
Nice.
Because usually I've been pre-shading. Usually I've done it on mainly the kits with the white armor on. Like for example, the Unicorn and the Master Grade Stray Red frame. So I would pre-shade the white armor and then just leave the darker parts alone. Because I haven't gotten the technique down yet, but on the Vidar I just dove in head first, basically.
I love it. The fact that you just like go straight into it, I really like that. When we were talking as well earlier on about like, man, it's been under a year and I'm looking at these kits, like even right now when we're looking at the collage you made for the Grays, I'm like, this is some really next level, more than amateur, more than novice already. Even I can't get to the LED yet because like I'm just busy and I probably don't know where to get the parts yet. So I want to chat with you after the show and maybe I can get some pointers with you. Maybe you could teach me something. Before we continue,
watching, just message me on Instagram if you have questions.
Nice, and your Instagram handle is on your name above, so check them out, guys, at Mike5186 on Instagram. Before that, we continue. I just want to say hi to people that are coming in now on our chat. So we have Neon Wave. Sorry, I'm a little late. I know the feeling too well. I think he's just talking about like all the work that gets put into the hobby. Gamplarazzi is in. Chris, how's it going? Woo! Hi Mike and hi AO. And then Tom L here is saying I love his IBO builds. Dude, your IBO builds are dope, which is really, really cool. Over on Twitch, we have Louise out in South America. Hello, friends. Watching the interview, I practically started the same as him in March 2019 in the pandemic. And the only two zeros that I have seen is Built Fighter. The series that he's seen is Built Fighter and Thunderbolt. Guys, you guys gotta catch up. Gotta start watching some stuff, man. Let's do a watch party one of these days. I think it's gonna be cool. So you're invited. Everybody's invited. It's gonna be dope. I don't know where to host that yet, but we'll figure it out.
Do it.
Again, awesome on the grays here. Wow, like the posing. I love that you started with the posing first because that it translates well later on when you're doing your paint job and your photography skills. Also, you have a nice hanger setup. I've yet to like weather and paint it the way you did and put LED lights. But I love the setup on this one just because I think background helps with the composition. And the posing is just like the icing on the cake. Well done. Well done.
Thank you.
How about some pointers on these grays here? Do you have anything you want to add? Any lessons learned?
For the grays, definitely be careful when drilling holes in the armor when you route your wires. Because it's not seen in the picture, but there's a lot of errors in routing the wires when I did this grays. Because if those who have built the high grade grays, they would remember from the manual you're only supposed to put one set of boosters on the back. You either pick the lower set or the one on the shoulders. But
you chose both.
I put both. I just put everything in there, just slapped on the LEDs, and then just worried about the posing after. Thankfully, it still posed pretty good.
Nice.
Even though there was only supposed to be one set in there.
Wow.
Because actually, I was doing this for a local competition here in the Philippines, so I wanted to wow the judges.
And did you wow? Did this thing place?
I have no idea.
Oh, it's still
they
going.
haven't released the results yet.
So
nice. Fingers crossed.
Going through the rest of the IBO kits here, we have the Grimgird again. Awesome candy coated red, or at least metallic red. Which paint did you use for this?
For my candy paint jobs, I always use Armored Komodo. Because
did you use? Sorry, let me ask. For the Armored Komodo, is it the powder that you rub, or is this the mixed one, the airbrush
no,
one?
it's the pre-thinned ones.
Pre-thinned ones. Okay, nice, nice.
This was my first candy paint job, actually.
Very, very cool. So people who have not used Armored Komodo yet, like what are some of the maybe some pointers you want to say when you're using their paint, especially like the ones you've used already?
Be very careful when spraying it because it's really thin. So, excuse me. You might want to try it out on a spoon first. Even without primer, just see how thin the paint is. So when you spray it on your kit, it doesn't go everywhere like spider webbing.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, and it also, like for me, this is how I spray Armored Komodo. I spray it at around 15 to 18 psi.
That's good to know.
Slow as you can go without clogging it.
For the couple of questions, for the primer, what do you typically use for that one?
For primer, I use they have a specific primer that's glossy gray. So that's how I do when I do a candy paint job. I do a glossy gray primer and then gloss black and then the metallic. The metallic actually I spray it at around 8 to 10 psi, really low and really slow. Yeah.
Really? I would imagine you'd go a little bit harder so that it sticks on something, but you're saying that like with the gloss primer and the metallics, you have to go a lot slower than usual.
Oh, no, sorry. Just the metallic layer.
Oh, okay.
It's
okay.
really low PSI.
Okay.
Because if you spray their metallics, if you spray it hard, it tends to run. So I like spray mist until I get full coverage, and then let it dry, and then spray on the what do you call this? The clear red, or the clear color that you want to use.
And for
That's when you
top
go hard.
for top coating armored Komodo, like what would you recommend as, or what do you use as a top coat to get that nice shiny gloss?
For me, I always use mirror gloss.
Nice. And that's still an armored Komodo product, or is that something else?
Yes, correct. But for if you want to go, we also have a satin top coat. Actually, here's the thing. For my kits that have large rounded parts, I always finish with a satin top coat.
Wow.
So
Okay.
it doesn't. So I keep some of the shine there. It's not completely flat.
Mhm.
Like for example, this one, I'm actually doing it's for the GTS summer.
Oh, hang on. Let me get to that view real quick here, guys. There you go. So this is the Zaku 1 or Zaku 2?
Zaku 1. This used to
Zaku
be
1.
candy, but it's sprayed with satin top coat.
Nice.
So it still looks metallic, like the titanium finish. That's what I'm going for. So it's
Very,
still
very
shiny,
cool.
but it doesn't look flat, like flat metallic. But for a matte finish, I would go for Zork.
Zork,
top coats.
okay. So guys, for
Yeah.
Philippines, it's easy
Brand.
accessible. Check out Zork. I'm gonna have to try and get my hands on this because I've been seeing that product. I think also Adrian Damar from last week, Mac Diver, mentioned it as well. So definitely gonna try those out. So
Zork armored photo definitely here in the Philippines. That's the
Wow.
mainstay for us.
Also, we're looking at the last couple of photos here, the Barbados. This is really cool that you did that, the eye from the series where he's like busting out. What did you use for that? I'm kind of curious. Like, did you mold this off plastic? Did you wire it? Like, what's going on here, man?
I used a couple of what do you call that? Pink, the beam saber runners, the clear pink ones. That's what I used.
Yeah.
So basically,
Nice.
I took a candle and just started melting pieces off the runner and molding it.
What?
And then once I have the small branches of like twisted up parts, I just used Mia cement.
Wow, very creative. And also an amazing build, by the way, here. I love that you have the Rex on the shoulder pad. Lots of cool details here, man.
I love water slide decals the best. Actually, if you can go back, if you look at the gloss, I actually sharpened the gloss.
Did you?
Yeah.
Look at this guy. It's like sharp
that's not the
AF.
stock gloss.
Nice.
I sharpened
So,
them.
you gotta make sure that like it grapples onto the enemy real well. You should have added like maybe some blood marks or something in there too, eh? Nice. And the next one over is the Vidar. But before we go to that, I want to read a couple of comments that we have on YouTube and on Twitch. Over on YouTube, Tom is saying, wish we can get tutorial on the LEDs for. So Mike, do you see in the future that you're going to be doing any type of tutorial of how you approach adding LED lights to model kits?
Actually, I'm not sure, but I think in my Instagram I took pictures when I was doing the RG Eva Zero.
Yes.
I
which is
think
awesome.
I did a set of pictures there on how I routed the
wires and
LED
all this.
wiring.
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
For LED tutorials, dude, just check out Taco Builder. Seriously. His videos,
Yeah,
I watched
but we
over
want
and
it done
over
in
and over.
Tagalog, man.
Maybe like I don't know, translator.
Oh my god. All right. Let's see what else is here. Ed Almeida, shout out to Iha Babes. Uh-oh. Do you know Almeida?
That's a group of friends here in our village.
Oh, nice. Hello, Philippines. Let's see here. Gamplarazzi Chris is saying, Mike is a beast. I enjoy his works. Oh man, you have a solid fan base going here, and it's going to continue growing. Again, I can't wait to see your next projects, and I'm sure these guys can't as well. Neon Wave, plastic spoon or runner that no longer has parts on. Those are the go-to pieces of plastic to test paints and chemicals on. Absolutely. Also, Gunpla saying, I love Nico. Nicolas Sayada Sanchez, GBWC winner in 2019, is joining us over in the chat on YouTube. Over on Twitch, let's see here. Gab is saying, yeah, shake the bottle well. He's making fun of your tip. Yeah, make sure you mix it well. Delta Saber JB, I want to work on those colors. Yeah, same here. After seeing what you've been able to do with them, Mike, amazing job working on them. You John is saying, lol, para sa hirap sa English. Para sa hero sa English. Oh, they're just translating. It's like it's getting hard in English.
I
Gab.
think he's from California. He doesn't need help with English.
He doesn't need help with English at all. Gab is saying, I'll get the tissue, nosebleed. Oh my god. Let's continue on, Mike. The Vidar again, just a couple of more great shots on this one. I love the collages you put in. And it's so high res that you took. What type of phone are you using for this, man?
Just the Samsung here. Samsung phone, basic.
Hang on.
Basic phone. That's it.
Do it again. I want to see that. Flash, flex your phone, man. Look at that. Phone photos.
That's it.
Phone. Awesome stuff.
You don't need a DSLR to get good photos. Just use your phone.
I completely agree with that. I think I want to have an episode of photo. Again, that's still in the works. Oh, whoa, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Bro. What's this? What's going on here?
Next
time.
please.
I'm kidding. I'm messing with you.
Again, you have a good eye for this, dude. You should be a judge in like contests.
Oh, maybe. If propose it out there, I'd be happy to point out some stuff. But no, overall that's like it's great. But like if we look at the lights again, let's talk about the LED on this one. I love the glow. I love the lights because this is the Vidar to me. It's like it's coming at me with this evil grin and this like pointy stick thingy that's about to kick my ass. And amazing job again on these right here, man. Okay, we got a lot more things to go through. Let's bring it back to us real quick here. We're gonna go to a quick break, and then the next one here, we're gonna just like pummel through the next couple of builds. We have like the RG Unicorn coming up. We have the Sazabi coming up. So much more, guys. Big shout out to Side 6 again, and our sponsor MSMN for Side 6. If you want to see more info about getting discounts on MSMN, check them out. But hey, I will be right back after this commercial with Mike Silbor. All right.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to the stream, and hopefully you guys are enjoying the show so far. I just want to let you guys know about an amazing online community that I'm part of, and it's called Side 6. Here, you will find like-minded modelers and hobbyists who enjoy the mecha and gunpla genre. We encourage posting of whips, projects, and tutorials to help each other move forward in our hobby and in our community. We are always open to new members of all skill levels, so come check us out at facebook.com/groups/side6. We also have an Instagram where we feature members' works, and you can find that at instagram.com/side6_mecha. For all new club information, resources, and news, you could check out our website at www.side6.club. All right, let's get back to the show and see what's going on there.
Hey, welcome back, guys. My name is Ariel, and you're watching AO Mecha Live. Tonight, we're joined by Mike Silbor. I just want to do a quick shout out to USA Gundam Store for donating a good amount of donation prizes for the Plamo Weekender event, the charity event, to raise money and awareness for Alzheimer's disease. And that right now is still happening over at Plamo Weekenders Twitch right now. So check them out, guys, if you can. And yeah, it was a good experience, and I think it's going to be running all the way till Sunday, so you still have some time to check them out and donate. All right, let's get back to see where Mike is at. Mike, we good? What's going on there, buddy? Are you awake now? It's like almost 10 a.m. In Philippines.
Oh yeah,
we have
definitely awake. I've downed like almost a liter of Coke now, so very awake.
Nice. Okay, so we got a couple of more
running through me.
We got a couple of more photos to get to. Let's get at them right now. We have the RG Unicorn up next here. Want to tell us a story about your journey with this project, man?
Okay, so the Unicorn. This is my first full-blown pre-shaded build, because I started pre-shading with the Barbatos, but I think I did a very subtle paint job, very subtle shading with that one. This one I think is more pronounced. The inspiration for this one actually is, it's a gunpla on YouTube.
Yes.
That's what I based this Unicorn build on.
Nice.
I was trying to chase after his build, but his build was a PG. This is just an RG.
It looks PG. I like it's a very detailed kit, right? The RGs are like almost MG like style, but like in 1/4 scale.
Right. And that's the thing with pre-shading. Like you can really highlight the details without actually adding scribing to it, because I don't really scribe. I just do like the basic paint job.
Dude, this is okay. Let's circle back. The importance of posing and composition, guys. Mike here is showing some like freaking amazing striker attack pose with this RG, and it looks really, really great, man. So when you were learning posing, what were some of the stuff that you tend to focus on? Like, what did you want to achieve with your when you were learning how to do the posing?
At first, I was copying a lot of stuff from this guy is a blogger, but I think he also has an Instagram. His name is Lightning Ace.
Okay,
I used to watch and check out his blog a lot and just like try to copy some of his poses. But when I started out, like, why does his pose look so awesome and mine looks so stupid? And then I figured out it's all about the angle of the photos you're taking. Like, it looks good when you're looking at it, but through the viewfinder in the phone, it's gonna look stupid. So you gotta have like align your vision with the phone. So like you're seeing the phone is seeing the same thing that you're seeing. If that
Absolutely.
makes sense.
Yeah, no,
Right.
And it's very different also if you're using the phone versus an actual DSLR, because the DSLR, in a way, you could put like your eye onto it and look at it, right? Whereas at the phone, you're looking at an LED screen, and also your angle is slightly different.
It's completely different.
So
Right.
what are
Also-
some of, I was gonna say, what are some of your like lessons learned that you could tell them, like where does your horizon line tend to fall under, or like what angle works best for you when you're looking at kits?
If you see in my photos, I usually tend to favor the left side of the Gundam. Something like that. Usually when I pose a kit, I usually start with a vertical pose. You know, just like standing there looking badass.
Yeah.
And then from there, I just start figuring out the articulation, like how far does this leg go up? How far can I move the shoulders and everything? And basically, when I pose the kits, I basically go for it has to look like it's going to kill you. If it doesn't, then it's not a good pose.
Right.
Something like that. Right?
And also,
like just coming at you, something like that.
when you use that, like I love that you use like all sorts of things, both the hand gesture. I just want to point these things out to you, the things I noticed. I love that you're using the open hand for hand gestures. It's not always like the static pose. It's
The
always
fist.
the closed fist or like the
I
shield
never use
down.
those.
This is so great.
I
I
only
love
use
it.
the closed fist when it's holding a gun.
Yeah,
But other than that, I would always use the open palmed ones.
nice
all
and
the
good
time.
stuff. And also here, let's talk about the legs. Again, it's everything, just the limb. But like, what are some of your considerations when you're working with the legs?
It's always good to have like one leg, well, not all the time, but like it helps if one leg is like straight, one leg is bent, something like that, like to give the feeling like it's landing or it's jumping off. Either it's jumping away from you or landing towards you or jumping towards the camera or jumping away from the camera, something like that for aerial poses.
For aerial poses, that's me, guys. Big shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I just there's a lot. I want to ask a little bit more about the unicorn before we get to the next projects. But big shout out to everybody that's watching both on YouTube and Twitch. On Twitch, a couple of comments here. I need to work on my posing. That's Delta Saber JB. I think everybody. I need to work after seeing some of like your stuff here. I love your take on it. Again, I might actually steal a whole bunch of like your ideas. So we're gonna talk about that later on. Jan is saying Lightning Ace is the king of poses. We should have a tournament. We should totally have a tournament. King, like I want 10 amazing world posers, not posers. World
Gunpla posers.
Gunpla posers. Even that doesn't sound. People that pose not action figure model kits amazingly. I want the top 10 in the world in a room and give them like a really challenging kit and I don't know, like the Penelope or something, and see how well they would take it. Jan is also saying I like referencing him when it comes to poses. Nice. Check him out, guys. Lightning Ace over on YouTube. Oh, a couple more people have joined. Tetsu is here. Hi, Ariel. What up, man? I know my comment was out of place, but who knows? Maybe that was good outreach in the 2K subscriber. Oh yeah, he was asking about getting some donations for an event. Let's see here. Akim-san, hey you? How's everyone? I'm doing well. Mike, how are you doing, man?
I'm good.
That's it.
Wide awake now.
Tetsu here. You did well yesterday, actually. Oh, thank you for tuning into the stream. Again, Plambo Weekender is still having their charity event. Check them out on Twitch. Oh, of course, after the show, not right now. Stay here. Brendan Hay is here. Exactly, Mike. I use that as well. Kevin Magno. That pose is so sexy, and they were referring to the unicorn earlier on. Hey, Jess is here. Jess from GTS. Shout out to the GTS boys.
Hey, Jess, what's up?
That's it. We have a lot of GTS fans in tonight.
Fam.
Guys, welcome again to the USAG family, and very, very happy that, you know, we're expanding our network and still get a chance to work together, you know, in the same umbrella. So shout out to GTS fam. Check them out, guys, both on Twitch and on YouTube. All right, let's see here. Oh, Jess is saying, it's my boy Channing Tatum. Make that GTS fan proud. Love your work. Nice. A Gunpla just changed to my YouTube account. How's everyone? Great to see someone from the Philippines. Welcome, Kabayan. There you go, man. Philippines rocking the house tonight. Also, I just noticed that there's like some people over there at the back.
Oh yeah, there's like some small hangar people. Actually, they're from a train set.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like you know Shopee and Lazada, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, like the online apps for shopping in Asia. Like there's a 1/100 train diorama set you can get for like, I don't know, $2, $3.
Yeah.
And they're just like super glued all over my hanger.
That's it. Like everything that like adds a little bit of visual interest, even when it's blurred at the background, helps with the composition. So guys, keep that in mind when you guys are taking photos of this amazing work. A couple of lessons learned from this. What would you say is like your biggest lessons learned from this, man?
For the unicorn, definitely clearance sanding. Because when I started building this kit and painting it, of course I was posting the web pictures, right? And people were telling me, you're gonna have a hard time posing that kit, and I didn't believe them because the reason is the kit is so tight, and once you start painting it, paint will start to chip off. Like there's no way around it unless you do clearance sanding, which I did not. So thank God there's nothing showing in the pictures.
Well, I could point some out. So right here where we...
Come on,
I'm kidding.
Well, there's definitely paint chips somewhere there in the kit for sure, because I was doing it I was posing it in the unicorn mode and the destroy mode. So whenever I would switch between the two modes, something would just chip.
Yes.
I can hear it sometimes, like a small snap, something like that. I'm like, oh my god, what the hell just happened?
I hate it when that happens too, and I completely could relate with you on that one. I have this kit. This is actually my first RG kit, and I got hooked. If all RG kits were like this, because everybody's saying that like, and then I went backwards and built some of the older kits. So the Gundam Zeta is a hand grenade. If you could make that work, that's a fun challenge for you. But personally, for me, it's a mess. I don't know what was going on.
I've heard more stories with the Zeta RG, so no way.
It is.
Actually,
it's so bad.
Even my favorite kit, the RG Astray Red Frame, is very loose.
Oh really?
Like, right now, I'm looking at it. It's in a kneeling pose. It's graceful.
All right. Well, thanks for sharing the RG new. Let's get to the next set of images here. I believe this is the first time I saw your work that I said, hey, this guy is pretty sick. And I remember seeing the Zazabi. So right here,
here we go.
It is dope, man. Like one of the most iconic mobile suits there is. We had a subject over at Mecha Pew Pew about Char's counterattack. And this thing is just a beast, man. Oh, thanks for that, Mike. Thank you for the support, man. Let's talk about this.
All your videos and the GTS videos are just like on loop when I paint.
Oh,
seriously.
dude, that's awesome. Yeah, it's so good to motivation to have just something in the background while you build, right?
Yeah.
Nice. So, why did you choose this kit? And did you even watch Char's counterattack yet?
No, I have not watched the movie.
All right.
Okay, so this kit was my second RG. It's my favorite RG next to the new Gundam and the RG Evangelion line.
Nice.
So this is the first kit that I put LEDs into. The one for the mono eye and the one for the sensor on the forehead. Actually, since this was my first time, actually broke some parts of it, and I had to get a scrap Sazabi head.
What?
Just to fix the mistakes. So right now I have like half a Sazabi in a box just lying there, waiting for me to kit bash it into something else. And also this is the first kit that I started mixing custom reds.
Custom reds, okay. What kind of paints? From different brands or different?
No, sorry. Just one brand. I used Zork for this one.
Okay.
And then their basic red, I started mixing it with a bunch of brown, a bunch of black. So I ended up with like three different types of red that are all custom mixed, and I will never get again once I run out because I didn't measure the ratio.
Yeah, the ratio, right?
I bought everything. And then I was playing with different colors of primer. Like some of it is like a white primer, and some of it's like a dark gray primer. So I ended up with like 6 different shades of red.
Oh wow!
You can't tell because it's all blending in together now.
Yeah, no, it looks great.
Maybe we should have stuck with just the 3.
And I love that it pops out too, right? Like again, working with RGs is very difficult as is, but you did an amazing work on this guy here. Let's continue on with some of the images here, because like I love that you try to recreate as well some of the iconic poses. So this is the one from the manga, where he's picking up the gun. Obviously, there's like the other gun, but like we get this. We know what pose this is.
I don't have the other gun, but I tried to make it work. Again, with the open hands are the best for posing.
Now, I noticed there's some gold plates here. Is this also from the Zerk line, or is this from Komodo? Oh, sorry, Armored Komodo.
I'm not sure. I think it was also Zerk for that one. I tend to jump back and forth between the 2 brands. I love them both. They have different applications for my paint style. So I definitely will not choose one over the other. It depends on what I'm doing. They're both equally good, in my opinion.
Nice. And obviously, like, get what you can, right? Like, if it's not available, that you're gonna have to make work with whatever you have access to. Again, we were talking about the posing and all that stuff. Even the simplest standing pose can have like such a big impact. Again, working with angles here that I noticed is really cool. So it's a low angle, what's it called? It's a high angle vantage point. But what I like about this one is just the simplicity. I love that you use the background as composition as well, where we have a darker background and then the colors just pop out. So that is really, really cool. Now, wiring the first time, what are some of like, again, some of the greatest achievement, and what would you say are some of the most biggest lessons learned when wiring this?
On wiring that one, I would suggest don't wire anything unless you're sure of its placement, because once you've painted this kit specifically, once you've painted it, assembled it, it's not coming apart. You're gonna break something for sure. So if you want to wire up the RG Sazabi, make sure everything is like on point, everything is planned. You can't like, oh, I want to put a hole here, I want to put a hole there, I want to route something here. No, you gotta route wires before you start painting it. Otherwise, you're gonna have a bad time. It's not a fun time. Wiring a Sazabi.
How many attempts would you say it took you to get the perfect, like, you know, location of the lights on the head here?
I think it took me 2 days.
Wow.
Including the time that I broke the pieces.
Yeah, because you said you had to replace the head too, right? Like with some parts.
So on the 3rd day, when the replacements came, everything was like already set in place. Like I was ready.
Oh my god. Well, it turned out really well. So obviously you achieved like this. What was the feeling like when you said, oh, okay, it finally was complete? Do you remember what was going through your head?
After I finished this kit, I felt like I was ready for more. Like if I can paint a Sazabi properly, like I feel like I can paint anything else. Like let's go, let's do it. Plus, actually, what I've learned in the half year I was painting is get yourself 90% isopropyl alcohol.
Yes, it's so good for cleaning as well.
Yeah, if you make a mistake, just soak it, 10 minutes, toothbrush, that's it. You're back to zero.
Yep.
And it won't damage your plastic. So when I discovered that technique, I was just like more brave. Like I just like dove in more, tried everything that I can. I wasn't afraid to make mistakes anymore.
Make sure that it's that 99% one, because if you use a lacquer stripper, it will not just strip your lacquer, it will strip the whole plastic. So
Say goodbye to your kit.
Again,
You're gonna end up with a bottle of plastic cement.
right? Let's talk photography real quick. I know you're using multiple lights in this. Like, what's your lighting setup like when you're taking dramatic poses like this?
I always use three-way lighting. I think that's the right term for it. Like I have one on each side and then one on top.
Nice. And they're all
like cheap ass ring lights. That's it.
I'm also using some ring lights back here, even just for like the main field light, and they're so cool. Guys, like again, if you guys are interested in taking like awesome photos with your phone, as Mike here is showing as an example, it can be achieved. It can totally be achieved. And Mike, if I am doing a photography show, I think I want to invite you on this one because like I want you to talk about your experiences using the phone. Similar with Nicolas Sayada Sanchez, because I know he also uses his phone. We chatted about that. Yeah. So again, awesome work. We're just gonna wrap up the Sazabi here with more poses. So after building this kit, obviously it was a good experience. You want to continue more on that. What type of kits then would you be interested in building right after this? Is there any particular style? You want it to be a heavy tank? You want it to be a light armor, flight type?
After the Sazabi, when I transitioned to master grades. But I've never really had a preference for like big kits or small kits. If I like the kit, I like how it looks like. Especially like, for example, when I started building, I watched a lot of Zaku Aurelius and Mecha Gaikotsu. So
hey, what's up guys? Welcome to Mecha Gaikotsu. And don't forget, wow, this is Gundamian tier. Look at this water bottle. It is amazing. What is that? Look at this. Next review. Join me. Oh my god, no, my voice just cracked.
I never watch this in the morning.
So don't share that with Mecha Gaikotsu. He might ban me or he might laugh at it, but that
No,
sorry, I just had to.
His demeanor aside, him and Zaku Aurelius are my go-to for checking out new kits before I buy them.
Right.
Like,
yes.
For example, basically, if I like what it looks like and they have a good review on the posability, on the accessories, I just buy it basically. Big or small, I have a variety of kits here, like from SD. From SD to master grade. The only line I haven't got to yet is the perfect grade.
Perfect grade, nice. But like, once you get to that, man, like if you're already good at working with scale because of the practice that you got from RGs and high grades, man, it's gonna be so much fun. Get that PG Unleash if you can, man. It is dope as hell. It is like the cream of the cream. The best thing I've ever built. It was so sweet, man. So
plus it comes with LEDs already, right? So that's good for me.
Exactly. I haven't put the LED yet. So the sword is really cool. Oh, I don't do LED like you do yet. Let's do a quick recap on the what's going on in the chat here. Let's go take a look at Twitch real quick. Riot is here. Riot, hello. And sorry I didn't get a chance to say hi to you. Riot is our friend from the West Coast joining us. Let's see. Jan is saying my first RG was the Wing Zero. Its build was all right, but suffered an early RG syndrome. And I think everything below 7 number, I think had that somewhat of an issue. Let's see here. From Gab, he's saying that the RG Sazabi by Mike is the reason I built my RG new with maximum effort. Maximum effort, guys. It is awesome. Always put that on that. And this guy here, like Mike just went overkill with his. There's Max, there's Overkill, and then there's Mike Silbor, just like right there on the tuning. It's amazing. Dude, your new is awesome. Honestly, thought it was a resin kit at first. How many reds were used in the Sazabi? And I think we just talked. How many reds was that? It was like 6 different types.
Three custom reds. So partnered with the different primers, you can get like either 3, 6, or 9.
Nice.
Depends on how you play with the primers. Usually that's how I go for clean kits. I usually mess with the primers. So
and then that will just adjust the color tone from that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Thanks. I got the. Thanks, man. I got. Outdo the RG new next. So these guys are talking about like their current projects. Let's see here. All right. Thanks. Hopefully I can finish the weapons next week. So yeah, awesome, guys. Finish your projects. That's always good. Let's go take a look at YouTube from Jess. He's saying, thanks, man. Can't wait to work with you again. I can't wait to work with you guys as well. I think it's going to be a fun collab like what we did last time with GTS, having me there as a guest. It's kind of also just like, I'm just thinking back now where you're sitting, Mike, and where I'm in the opposite side if I was a guest, man. I'm just like, oh my God. Excited and anxious at the same time. Tetsu saying, USA Gundam Store, stepping up the game. Let's hope it can expand further in Asia and other South Korea. Yes, there's a lot of like potential as well there. Tetsu, in the Philippines will be a good place to sponsor creators. Yeah, like we have a lot of fellow Filipinos builders in the scene, in the community. Especially the shout outs to the guys in the Pinoy Gunpla YouTubers. Those guys are up and coming. Check them out, guys, when you can. Brendan Hay here, lol. I had a blast building the RG Zeta, only transformed into Wave Rider once and left it like that. Yeah, we were talking about the Zeta being such a hand grenade. But yeah, Mike, if you are interested, like that would be a fun challenge, I think, for you. I'm gonna toss it out there, man.
All right, I'll definitely put it in the list.
There we go. Tetsu, Glopla, something your boy Plamo Pamor would do. Right. Neon Wave, I built all 3 Astrays and can confirm that it's not a hand grenade. I have the Astray. I've been meaning to build that. Brendan, hey, that kit is a nightmare. Yeah, the RG Zeta is a nightmare. Tetsu, please have a Plamo Pamor spotlighted. I will try to get in touch with him. It's gonna be awesome. Nicolas Tijada Sanchizel NTS is saying that the Strike Freedom was my first MG kit, and I did the same thing. I built the kits first, then I watched the shows. Nice. All right, let's get back to this, Mike, and I can't wait to get to the next one.
Right.
We're gonna we're finishing up the RGs and Zabi, and again, any final words on some of your thoughts, like for your project here?
But this is Zabi. Those who haven't built it yet, do it. You will not regret it.
I have this thing on. Sorry, go on.
It will just snowball your addiction into Gunpla, I swear. And the stories I've heard about the shoulder joint, just be careful with it, and nothing bad will happen. Like mine is painted and it can pose any way I want to. Basically, as you've seen in the pictures, like you can pose it. Even
it's
when painted,
very,
so,
very highly posable, which is great.
Yeah, just be careful with the shoulder joint because I've heard some stories about it. So basically, that's it.
Nice. And again, like when you're getting some of these nice dynamic poses with an RG, yeah, I could see this being a good addiction to it.
Oh,
awesome.
And get yourself the fin funnel effects.
Oh right, we were just I totally skipped about that. So this one here, you painted the funnel effects. I know they're clear color, right? Like they were
they're
white.
They're originally yellow.
Yellow.
So
okay.
I just checked out some pictures of like booster effects, and they're all like white, yellowish, bluish, something. So I just went for that, basically.
Nice. Awesome stuff. All right, let's get to the next one, Mike. Up next, I think we have a B, C, D is the red frame that's coming up. Ooh.
Yeah, I think so.
Red frame, master grade. How many swords is this guy holding, man?
Just 4. Because I saved the big one for my blue frame. I'm doing a blue frame next, so I'm gonna give the red frame sword to that one. Nice.
So why did you choose the red frame Astray, man?
Samurai swords, Gundam. So you had me at that. So basically, that's basically it. Actually, got another scrap red frame just so I can have 4 swords, basically.
What?
And then this is the first kit I've modded / kit bashed with a bunch of different parts so I can have the backpack hold 2 extra katanas.
Wow.
But they're so loose because they're so poorly done. Poorly done.
Poorly done?
So when you see the poses here, it's not holding the backpack because it kept falling off.
Yeah, right. Is it too heavy or is it just not connecting properly?
It's just loose. It's my first time doing a kit bash / modification, so there you go.
Nice.
I also got third-party hands for this one.
Oh, so that's why it has like the again the open and articulating poses.
Because like the old master grades have like this really shitty hands with the 3-finger, 1-finger thing like this.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
oh my god,
I
it's the
hate
worst.
that. It was like it's like claws. They're like clawing
It's always
your
like,
face.
I need to scratch something like that.
Yeah,
And it can't hold anything for shit, so I just got the third-party ones.
So this is your kit after the Sazabi, or is this one before this? It's after the Sazabi, right?
I even in the order of building and painting, this came right after the Sazabi.
Nice.
But they were both painted a year apart.
Oh my god! So one was in 19, but then the other one was 2020. Then, if that's the case.
They were both built in 2020 and both painted in 2021.
Ah, okay, cool. Let's talk about the LED light. Now that you've learned, or like that you've completed the Zabi, like what are some of the LED implementations that you did for this kit right here?
Basically, I just learned to be more careful with the installation of the LEDs and with the modification, because you have to modify the internal frame of the kits, right?
Right.
So,
yeah.
At this point, I already have a nice cheap pin vise. So the lowest I can get with that pin vise is I think 0.3 millimeters.
Nice.
So it's really small. So that's my advice to anyone who wants to try LEDs. Always try it out with the smallest drill bit you can find. So even if you make a mistake, it's so small you won't even notice it.
Right, and you could also just re-hole.
Put some super glue and you're done.
Right, nice. That's good. I was gonna ask you about your tools for pinning, or like pinning, but like for drilling holes. So pin vise is like again multiple range. What's the biggest you would recommend, and what's the smallest you've gone?
The smallest, I always go for the smallest, like the 0.3 millimeters, and then the biggest one I think I used for the I think either the Vidar or the high grade grays, because those things had a lot of LEDs. So I think I went like 1.3 millimeters. So that's a big hole.
That is pretty big, because you're looking at a millimeter hole. Now the wiring, the type of LED that you use is probably like a small, it's not fiber optics, but like what is your go-to for your LEDs? Like where do you get your LEDs?
If you're in the West, you go. I think people go for like Pico or Nano LEDs. I'm not sure, but here in Asia, we don't have those names. We have them in numbers. So the smallest I get is 0402, and then the next one is 0603. I think those are like the Asian counterparts of the Pico Nano. 0402, 0603.
What type of battery do you need for these guys then?
Oh, it's easy. Coin battery. That's it.
Coin battery. Wow.
That's it. Like for example, like this. I'll show you now. Like if you wanna test if your wiring works, just pinch it. You don't even need to solder anything. Like, I'm doing it to my Zappa. Like I'm pinching it right now, and it works. See? Easy.
Wow. That's cool.
Just a coin battery, cool. I'm pinching it, that's it. Just test it like that.
Nice.
Just see if it works. Like before you lock anything into place, just test it with a coin battery. Coin battery, not a coin. Anyway, it won't work with a coin.
Why isn't it working, man? You said coin.
This quarter is fake.
It's plastic quarters. Let's take a look at what's going on. Let's take a look at what's going on in the chat here. Delta Saber, I would build the Sazabi, but I sold it to you. I know. Then I sold that Sazabi to Nicolas Tejada Sanchez. So technically, my Sazabi Verka is with Nicolas Tejada Sanchez right now, and I need to buy that back at some point. Let's see. Gunplarazzi is still here. Mike is so handsome. I love you, Nico.
Come on.
Look at this guy, Channing Tatum, Magic Mike. Nicholas Tejada said, "Hey buddy, how you been?" And that's Tetsu saying hi to him. They're just exchanging some stuff with IG. Let's see here. Tetsu, Ariel, I have a question from Mike. Okay, you have a question here from Tetsu. Mike, are you doing commissions at the moment?
No, I have considered it. I have considered doing commissions, but I've been speaking to you remember Gab Drogo, right? The one, the guy who followed you a while ago.
Yeah.
I've been talking to him for like the better part of a year now. He's a really clean builder and he does commissions, and someone advised him like don't do it too much. I'm not sure, But the reason behind it is like it might impede on the creativity side of what we're doing, because basically we're stuck with what
Your
the
client wants to do.
right?
Yeah.
Right. But I have been asked for commissions, but I kindly rejected first,
Mm-hmm.
because like, well, I have my backlog, so I can't really get to it right now. So, and plus, again, the creativity. Like, what if I want to do color separation here and the client doesn't want it? Like, what to do it better?
Right.
Right.
Also,
I
it's
don't
your
know.
time and effort into that. So, but I guess in the
Exactly, right.
future, it's still something that you would consider, just not at this time, right?
Yeah, definitely. Not right now, but maybe when I've mastered the art of painting.
So after he's won GBWC Philippines 2025 and become a 3-time world champion, then
That's a
maybe
long way to go,
maybe
man.
you'd
That's a
consider
long
it,
way.
right? Just quickly looking at some of the
Fingers
montages here of the poses, guys. Posing is key, and that's what really will elevate your builds, be it a custom build, be it like your straight builds. And there's nothing wrong with straight builds at all. Like again, we're looking at these guys on the show that are doing amazing work, but they also recognize that everybody starts from the beginning. And from what we've seen from Mike's work here, he started with posing, and you could see that through as a pattern for all his work moving forward. I'm glad that you emphasized that earlier on, Mike.
Actually,
stuff.
if I could say something about that.
Yes.
It's easier if you start with posing, because before painting, like if you're posing an unpainted kit, all you have to worry about is not breaking it. You don't have to worry about chipping paint or tugging on your LEDs or anything. Basically, you're just playing with the kit, right?
Exactly.
So there's very minimal risk to posing an unpainted kit, and once you've got that down, then it will make posing a painted kit easier, because basically it comes naturally to you now, right? Now you have to worry about the other things like chipping paint or scratching this or
Right?
tugging on wires or whatever.
Oh
you know?
man, it's such a horror story too when you see your paint like especially when you're doing it like those fades, and then you chip it and you see the plastic underneath. It's also a different color. Oh my god, I would lose my mind.
right, and you can't touch that up because it's a shaded paint job, right?
Yes, yeah, you
You can't just dab it a little bit. No.
it's done. Or just if that's when you start doing weathering, because then just to hide
Right.
the chip
And
parts.
I don't really do weathering because I'm not really good at it. I
Is that
tried it on
something-
some test pieces, but
Is that something you want to do in the future though? I know I love your clean builds, but like have you considered doing weathering in the near future?
No, not really. I like them clean.
Nice,
I like
nice.
them fancy. Like Chris, I like them fancy.
Couple of words for the the MG Astray here. Like, what are some of your highlights would you say about this kit? Experience or feature?
Definitely the posing. If you want to learn how to pose, get an Astray kit. Any of the
Nice.
Astrays, like if it has extra armor or whatever, strip it down and just practice posing with it. Seriously, that kit can, for me, that kit can outpose the Barbatos or the Dynamis. But I haven't built those yet, so let's see if they change my mind. But for me, this is the most posable kit I've ever owned. The Astrays.
Nice. And it is very, very awesome to look at. The silhouette of this right here on any angle is just so amazing.
Yeah.
I built this one, but I used it for parts, and now I don't know where the parts are because it's
Oh,
back.
man.
So I
Get a
might have to
new
get a
one.
new one. I'm getting a new one.
Yeah,
Like
get a
when
new one.
the thing is, there's like a big backlog for Bandai reproducing some of the kits, so it's kind of hard for me to get some of the kits that I've broken or scrapped.
Oh.
So once you get to
Find
the
a used one and then spruce it up.
yeah,
That's what I
exactly.
usually do.
I think you know what I like about the Philippines market? It is saturated with people selling Gundam. But every time I approach, it's like, oh, sorry sir, I cannot ship to US. Mas mahal. Mas mahal bilin shipping kaysa sa bilin dyan. And then basically the translation is
True.
it's so cheap. It's much more expensive to ship it to you than it is for you to buy it there. So
Exactly.
it is unfortunate.
It's more expensive than the actual kit, so you have to get like 20 kits just to feel better about the shipping cost.
Exactly. And even then, you still
Right.
get tagged by it. So, it is. All right, let's take a quick look at the chat. Then we're going to move on to the next set of photos here because we have a lot more to cover, guys. I think we're just crossing the halfway point. Ooh. Let's see what's going on here. Neon Wave is like, you can use the extra ashtray for custom. Personally, I would paint the red, black, or dark gray and equip it with the standard equipment. Nice. Nicholas Yada Sanchez, the high grade grays was my first gunpla kit. Nice, nice. Hobby Alley Philippines is in the chat.
Oh,
support,
hello.
support. Pogi, si Sir Mike, oh. Pogi. Just
That's
change
one
your name
of
to
my
Pogi.
go-to stores when getting my Gunplas, Hobby Alley.
That's awesome, and I think I won the Digimon from them. Thank you guys for sending it. Neon Wave,
Nice.
Nicholas said surprisingly great, but I built most of the variants because you know how good they are. They're just talking about the grays a little bit. Tetsu here is saying, Mike, what is your inspiration for your builds? Ooh, that's a good question.
Inspiration for my builds. I usually go on Instagram and then look at the stuff that they do over there, and like for example, color separation here, shading here, and then I just try to not replicate, because like it's basically impossible to replicate exactly what someone else has built. But I try to emulate what they've done and like give my own twist on it, and then make sure it's in the original color scheme. Because if you notice, I always pick my kits in the original color scheme, like you see them in the anime on the shows, right?
Right. Another question
I
follow
think I've
up.
only painted 2 kits that are not the original color scheme. You'll see later.
We're gonna see that soon. Actually, I have it lined up.
Yeah.
We're gonna get to that transition. One more question here. I probably missed it, but what is your go-to scale? That's from A
Go-to
Gunpla.
scale? No, not. I have no go-to scale. If it looks good, I will buy it. I will build it. I will paint it.
I love this guy. He's a freaking Terminator, man. I saw, I came, I conquer, and all that stuff.
It's like I think you lose when you restrict yourself to a specific grade. Like for example, I'm an RG collector. Blah blah blah. Like what about the Barbatos? What about the Dynamis, the Kyrios, the Faz? Like there's a lot of kits you're missing out from the MG. And what about the Moon Gundam?
Right.
The Penelope, the Messer. There's a lot of great kits in all the lines, so it's
Oh man,
pointless.
the
to
Messer,
restrict
I've been eyeing that one, man. Oh, we should do a
yourself.
collab
I
on a
have that
Messer.
in my backlog. I'm gonna put
Dude.
it in the Hulkbuster scheme.
Hulkbuster?
Already in the works.
Yeah, I'll do mine in a War Machine, gray and black and silver, and then I'll put a
Nice.
red. Do it up. Let's see here. What up? This is from Action Man over at Twitch. He's saying, Adrian, good morning. What's up? What's up? What's up, Mike? What is
What
up?
up? What up, Action
up?
Man? Hey, I love his pose. Have you seen this guy?
This guy is
IG?
awesome. Actionman.32, guys, check him out on IG. Let's see here. Gab is saying also the hardest part in customizing your kits is not messing it up. That's it, man.
Very true.
Let's see here. Hobby Alley. I'm surprised. Let's see here. Nicholas added, you will love it. Oh, they're talking about the grays. A Gunpla. Yeah, that's a nice mantra. That's absolutely good. Great art building, Sir Mike. That's awesome. That's from Hobby Alley Philippines.
Thank you.
Neon Wave is like, I'll take your word for it. G Kito is here. Ariel with the swag. Yo, what's up? Supreme. I don't know. Am I supposed to dab? I don't know what's going on. Where's the orange? I don't know where the orange is at. But you know what it's at. We're talking about custom colors, Mike. I want to dive into your current project. So guys, if you have not heard, Zacharelius and USA Gundam Store have a contest going on. It's due end of this month, so beginning of May. I don't know if I'm gonna finish mine. I'm still working on mine.
Birthday, actually, that's my birthday. May 1.
Oh my god,
May 1st.
happy early birthday, man. Guys, say happy early
Thanks, man.
birthday on the chat so we got this on record and we could refer back to it to Mike. Mike's birthday is coming up May 1st. That's why
May
the
1st,
5-1
that's right.
5186 is happening there. So
Yeah.
I get it
So
now.
now they know how old I am.
I know, you old fart. But the thing is, Filipino genes and Asian genes, we're always looking young, right?
Yeah,
Like,
I know, dude.
I thought you were just
Wait
only
for me to
18,
turn
man.
65, and then I'll just turn into an old man, like Master Roshi from Dragon Ball Z.
That's it. That's it. If you have not checked it out, and if you are working on your kit, I'm looking forward to seeing everybody's entries. I hope I finish in time too. But you have already completed yours. We're gonna jump into
Yeah.
that right now, Mike, with this guy here. This Eva
here we go.
unit custom. This is the perfect combination.
box.
Before my first comment on this one, Mike, amazing work. You know that already. We know that already.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, I've been thinking about this. I'm sure a lot of people have been thinking about when we saw the RG for this. There's a lot of chatter that I've seen in a lot of communities that like this with a recolor is pretty much part of the Metal Gear series.
Right.
Name Metal Gear. Which it was Metal Gear Solid
Metal
2
Gear
that we first
Solid.
seen. It was Metal Gear Solid. But anyways, when we saw the color scheme that you were started working when your whips, we're like, Yep, there we go. This bastard here knows what he's doing. Awesome work with this guy here. Mike, run us through your project. What is going on through your head with this, man?
Okay, even before you announced the contest, I saw the contest on your post, right? So I've already had this kit for like a couple of months before you even announced it, and I've been looking at it. I hate the color scheme.
Yeah.
I was actually planning on painting it the blue version, but then I was like, blue version, and then I was looking through some pictures, and then I saw Metal Gear. I love that game. So in the PlayStation 1, right?
Oh
So
my
I was
god,
looking at
yeah.
pictures and then okay, Gray Fox, okay. So actually, I went to the GTS chat and then asked them, "Hey guys, do you think the RG Ava Zero would work with the Gray Fox color?" Everyone was just unanimous, yes, it will
Yeah.
work. So,
Yeah.
okay, and then you announced the contest. Okay, that's my next build. Before I
Nice.
lose momentum, that's my next build. There we go. That's it.
And it's well executed. Let's run through the paint job here and what are some of the colors you use? Because like these are custom colors, right?
Yes, definitely. Okay, this is the first time I've mixed brands on a kit. Like all the blues are Zork, and they're all custom blues. Like for example, I had 3 blues, and then I was mixing them in different ratios to create color separation amongst
Right.
the blues, something like that. And all the metallic copper bits are all armored Komodo.
Woo! Sexy.
So I have like, I think 6 different blues and like 4 different shades of copper/gold.
Nice. And then obviously your signature LED right here.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's well hidden. You know what I liked about this one? You hid the wires in the umbilical cord.
Umbilical cord in the back. Yeah.
That's the perfect way to do it because it's already part of the mecha, right?
Yeah, and then you can ask like, "Where's the umbilical cord?" It's right there, dude. Just look at it. Where's
Right.
the LED wire? It's right there, dude. Just look at it.
Oh man. So what was it like wiring this guy? How many projects now that you've wired that led up to this guy?
Let's see. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 projects now. Nice. So you probably have this all like packed down in like formula already, right?
No, you can't really do that because every kit is different. Unless you build the exact same kit over and over, then it's gonna be the same. But every kit is built different, so you have to like when I'm building the kit, like if, for example, I'm gonna put an LED in this kit. Like when I'm building it, I try to like look for like holes or like gaps. So like I try to avoid drilling as much as possible.
Right.
Aside from the initial spot where I'm gonna put the LED. If I can wire the LED through a gap in the armor, I will do that. If I can cut up, like for example, some armors have like 4 pegs to connect them together, right?
Oh wow. Yeah,
If
yeah.
I can
Because like
cut 2 of those pegs out just for the wire to pass through, I will do that just to avoid gluing something in place. You know, so every kit is different for me, basically.
nice. Well, it looks really cool. Like especially the color combination with this and the light with the white. Now, how did you like? I guess the question would be like when you're putting the LED on the head. Do you like spray it black on the inside too so that there's no bleed with the lights?
No, I do not do that because I did not do that for this kit specifically because it was a clean. It's for the clean category, and like Chris Pabs and Tim might see it, so I didn't want to make any mistakes in that area. But no, actually, I've never done that in any of my other kits actually because here's the funny thing. 1, 2, 3, 3 of my kits that I've put LEDs in have no clear parts. Like the LED is just there, like staring at you straight. The way I do the LED so they don't like look blown out is like I dip the LED, the actual diode, I
Right.
dip it in white enamel paint.
The whole thing.
Just the tip, just the tip.
Just the tip
so
of
I
it.
dip
Okay,
it in white
okay.
enamel paint, let it dry, and then test it out again. What happens is instead of the light blowing out, it's like concentrated in that
Like the middle
single spot.
area.
It really looks like a single eye or like a sensor. Kind of like
Nice.
Goku charging up the Kamehameha. Like it's concentrated in one spot. It's not like exploding everywhere.
And what's it called? Like with regards to LEDs, I know you could sometimes either change the color or dim them. Are these LEDs like all single color, or are they also like multicolor that you program?
They're multicolor. The red for this one is the LED I used is a warm white, and for the green one I used a blue one.
Okay.
And there's like small gaps in the armor where the light is actually bleeding through if you see it in person.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a cool effect, like it's glowing green, but in the gaps it's like glowing blue. So it's like it looks very techy and mechanical.
Very nice. Well, again, it's executed amazingly. Like, did you have any like other issues when you were working on this project that it's not just the LED, like the other parts?
Oh, definitely. I put third party add-on weapons to this one, which included an armor piece for the leg, which is so loose. But other than that, no. The RG Ava line is amazing.
Solid.
And
solid.
This is the first kit that I've actually done clearance sanding to. And even then, there are some paint chips there. You just can't see it.
Well, there's some over here.
No,
Awesome
I made
stuff.
sure there were nothing. They weren't shown in the picture.
All right. I'll believe you this time. Let's see what's going on here. I love the
build, right?
yeah, the decals and the color. I love that you spent the time detailing it. A lot of like the the devil is in the details in this one. I also love the different color variations of the blue and the white and the gray here.
Yeah.
Great transitions, great all around. Even the base. So I on the past couple of projects, I didn't see any bases there. This is your first base, or there's like a unique base for this?
Actually, all of my kits have action bases on them, action bases with them, especially the ones in the aerial poses.
Right.
I just painted it to blend in with the hanger. If you go back to some of the pictures, you'll see an action base there for sure. I do not edit out my action bases because I make it so they blend into the hanger base.
I'm just thinking now too, does a zombie have one because it was in flight mode? Duh.
Right? Not
Awesome.
Gundam magic.
Let's talk about the weapons. Where did you get these weapons?
I got them online, like I think Shopee. Yeah, I got them from Shopee. It's an online store here in Asia, basically. So like Gray Fox had the handguns, right, and the sword, so I just got that. Actually, I have extra weapons still in the box. I might put them with the Unit 2.
They look really cool. I love the twin pistols that you got going here. And is it a single piece, or is it like is it a resin piece, or is it a resin piece, like a single piece, or is it?
It's plastic. It's definitely plastic.
Nice.
I don't work with the resin because they're expensive and I don't know where to get them. And I heard that the dust is kind of toxic, so I don't want to risk it. You know, just straight up plastic for me.
Nice. I'm just admiring the base and color in this one. Looking really good. Here's a montage of the kit. So again, I want to learn your experiences with this kit. Like, what would you say is like your greatest achievement with this one, and then maybe some lessons learned.
Lessons learned first would be clearance sanding works. If you don't want to paint your kit, I'm gonna say it over and over. If you paint your kit and you're gonna pose it, do clearance sanding, because even the weapons, you guys have to check the weapons. If they don't fit properly, or if the fitment is very very tight, you paint it.
Right.
You try to install it and take it out. I think I painted the weapons 3 times over because I kept chipping paint. So it was very the weapons were actually harder to paint than the actual kit. Also, for this one, don't be afraid to mix custom colors. You might find something very interesting.
Oh yeah? What's that?
The blue here is like it's like an in-between between the Gundam blue and like a lighter blue.
Right.
And like now I'm starting to mix more and more custom colors. Like I just do it in the bottle, not the bottle, the airbrush. I just mix it straight in the airbrush, and I just write down the ratios. So if I have to replicate it, I don't have to like guess. You know?
Dab it there and all that. Nice. Very cool. Amazingly done here. Hopefully, again, you go far in the competition, because this is one of the most unique ones I've seen so far.
Fingers crossed. And I'm really happy that I was able to almost replicate some of the poses that, you know, like before I was posing this kit, I was looking at Google Images, and like looking at like artwork Gray Fox, and it had like different super dynamic poses, and some of it can't be exactly replicated, but pretty close I think.
No, it's really well
Especially
done.
The kneeling one.
The kneeling one, like where's that when
Yeah.
this? Oh,
Top
Sorry.
no, top center in the collage. Top center. There you
center.
above that.
There we go.
Yeah, there you go. That one. I love that pose. That's my favorite pose.
It looks really cool. Also, I love like that you're holding the sword in like that upside down pose, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Again, awesome work, guys. Check him out on his Instagram. More photos of this, more webs. He's active in all sorts of social media platforms, including Side6, GTS, Discord, and so much more. Let's bring it back to Mike here real quick. We have a couple of more photos ahead. We're going to do a quick break, but first, let's take a look at what's going on with the chat, because it's blowing up here. Let's take a look at Twitch. I know, right? Like it's just going crazy. What's going on here? From Delta Saber over at Twitch. I love his poses. Glad to catch up again with the show after a few months with Mike this time around. I know. So yeah, season 3, we're back, guys. This is a spotlight. We're renaming Feature Builder to Spotlight, just so that we could open it up to other, not just builders, but other artists. We have so much more work. I'm trying to get like our like other people lined up, including VHF. Oh my god, I can't even talk tonight. Visual effects people, 3D artists, a whole bunch of other stuff that like we could talk with that is also in line with the mecha lore, gunpla and all that stuff. Let's see here. Glad from Jan Ariel try doing the Messer in rescue colors. Ooh, that might be cool. The blue and the like silver and gold. That would be nice. Love your work, Mike, especially those glossy paint work. That's from Adrian. Let's see here. A happy birthday from JB. Happy birthday to you in advance from Adrian as well. Asians don't do resin. That's from John. Oh my god. I actually like this color scheme. The color separation with the metallic gray are on point. Just realized I follow you on IG. Love your work as well. Oh yeah, they're just talking to each other. Love the idea of blending the action base with the hanger though. Pretty neat. Yeah, I like that too, because like I totally forgot and noticed that with your bases earlier on.
That's the goal. If you don't notice it, it means I did my job properly.
Exactly.
Did the job well.
Let's see here. It looks like those resin statue babes if you don't look at it along with the kit. Exactly, right? I started putting some blue tack with my poses lately to imitate some complicated poses. Oh, that's a good trick. Thank you for that, Adrian.
Yeah, blue tack works.
Let's take a look at what's going on at YouTube Live. YouTube here. Where did we leave off? He said G-Keto would be like May 1st. There we go. I was actually saying how concerned I am about getting butchered. I'm scared about what the judges will say about. Don't be scared about the judges' entry. I think having fun and working on your project the way you want it to be is more important, I think, than the judges. Wouldn't you agree with that, Mike?
Yeah, just go for it. Basically, I mean, your kit is being judged, not you. So
exactly.
At the end of the day, it's a piece of plastic. You know.
It's plastic and it's artwork.
Right?
It's up to you, man. Like if you're happy with it, go for it. Brendan, hey.
With my piece of plastic, it's fine.
Brendan Hay here, saw that Eva a while back. It's a cool build. Tetsu, please don't let political... Oh, okay, whatever, controversial topics. Okay, that was taken out. Ben Voigt, hey Ben, how's it going? Fellow Torontonian here. Let's see here. Damn, missed the beginning of the stream. There's always the replay button. Don't forget to check it out after the stream because there was a lot of information on that. This one, the RGs. Yes, this is one of the RGs of the Eva units that Mike worked on for the current contest for the Clean versus Weathered, hosted by Zacharelius and USA Gundam Store. For more information, check them out, guys. Let's see here. That unicorn looks awesome. Let's see here. Choco Falcon is here. David, GBWC champion in Singapore. He's saying, I like the two-tone of blue on the Eva kit. And Choco Falcon is like, gonna need to learn LED one day. There you go, man. You're amassing a following. You're gonna start a cult soon. A salute to the Gray Fox as we look at this Eva custom. Absolutely. Tetsu, Ariel, I'm concerned about my placing. I mean, I shouldn't make a big deal about it. But this has been my first time painting a kit. Dude, just go for it. At VFX. Yeah, thank you, David, for that. Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna do a quick intermission break. We have more photos to share with you guys. We'll be right back with Mike Silbor. Check this out. It'll be just a minute.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Ariel from AO Mecha. I just want to let you guys know about all my other social media outlets if you haven't had a chance to check them out at facebook.com/AOMecha, on YouTube, youtube.com/AOMecha, on Instagram, instagram.com/AO_Mecha, on Twitter, at AO_Mecha, and on Discord, fairly new. That one is AO_Mecha, #3414. Anyways, hope to hear from you guys. Through any of those platforms, feel free to DM me or PM me, as well as emailing me. My email is aomecha.info@gmail.com. Just want to let you guys know that this episode is brought to you by USA Gundam Store. Please check them out, www.usagundamstore.com, and save on your purchases when you use my discount code AOMecha10. All right, let's get back to the show and see what's going on there.
Hey, welcome back, guys. My name is Ariel. You're watching AO Mecha Live here, both on Twitch and on YouTube. If you guys are just tuning in, we're joined by Mike Silbor over in Philippines. But before we get to that, just big shout out to everybody that's joining both in YouTube and in Twitch. Don't forget that YouTube has Super Chat available. Any donations on that helps put towards either gear or production of the show. Again, thank you again, guys, for that. And also on Twitch, if you guys are lurking, awesome. Don't forget to hit that follow and potentially subscribe button, because it will help the channel grow. Just a little plug for our little channels here, and hope you guys are enjoying tonight and enjoying your day over in Philippines. Good morning out there. Let's get back to Mike here. Mike, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's up?
All right, so we got a couple of more photos. I think we're in the last folder, last leg here, and we're gonna talk about some of your current builds and your latest builds. Why don't we go jump in right into that right now? So the last couple of photos we have here, I think you're going even smaller now. We were talking a bit about these figures that came with the RG and the, is it all RG or MG as well?
That's RG. That's an RG pilot that came with the Sazabi.
Right.
It's really small and really hard to paint. Actually, you mentioned blue tack a while ago. I actually used blue tack to mask off areas.
Nice.
Those and then just airbrush them.
Wow. Wait, you airbrushed the tack on it, or what do you mean?
No. I airbrushed the skin.
Okay.
And
yes.
then I start putting blue tack where I need to cover it, and then I paint the red, and then blue tack again.
Yeah. So you're using it as masking, pretty much for the minis
I
here.
can't hand paint for shit, so I just airbrush everything. Actually, I have a recent one. Can you see it?
Hang on. Let's go to you.
Hold on. Can you see if you can see it?
It's not Mula Flaga, it's Gao something. Oh, forgot his name. The blue
Guy Murakumo.
guy. There we go.
For the blue frame. Because
Blue frame pilot.
A ritual I've developed when I'm painting RGs and MGs. Before I paint the actual kit, I would paint the pilot first.
Okay, that's good.
If I can paint something that small, I can definitely mask off layers and layers and layers of the kit for color separation. So like, there's no excuse for me.
Let's take a look. I know these are high-res photos, so we could take a little bit of a closer look at some. This one now is the red frame. Sorry, yeah, the red frame asteroid pilot. Low gear. Yeah. Did I get that right?
Low Q, I think. Low Q.
Q. Oh my God, Low.
Yeah.
I know Low. That's his name.
Something French or something. I don't know.
Nice. And so for you, obviously, what are some of your like experiences now working with this? Like, what did you learn that or what you want to improve on when you're working with these like minifigures?
Oh, I definitely need to learn hand painting, because the blue tack, if you manipulate it carelessly, it will break your kit. It will break the pilot for sure. If you go to the next picture, you'll see it.
So this is Camille.
No, that's Banager.
Oh, this is Banager. Oh my God,
yeah,
I can't see it. Sorry, I'm thinking Zeta in my head for some reason.
It's an RG child. It's an RG pilot that's a child, so it's really small. Its leg is actually broken in 3 different places.
That's
because
broken.
It's so fragile, and the blue tack is very heavy. So when I'm removing the blue tack, I made a mistake with Banager, so his leg is like just broken.
But no one's gonna notice. It's so small, right?
Yeah, I know. Not even you can see the errors in that.
Wow, wow, wow.
Here we go.
Nice.
Here we go, it's blue.
So are we expecting more painted figures from you in the coming future?
Yeah, definitely. If the Gundam I'm painting as a pilot figure, it will be painted for sure.
Nice.
That's
nice.
for sure.
I'm looking forward to that. Here are some photography setup from the looks of it. What are the next couple of photos we're going to be looking at?
I think my whip and my photo set for both the hanger and the light box. So basically, that's how I take photos. It's very janky, but it works, and again, it's all about how you like angle your photos. Like in my photos, the hanger looks big, but it's really just that small.
So
it's
here,
like, 4x8.
here's something I noticed that I think people tend to forget, and if you guys have not been accustomed to this, everything's prone to dust. Prone to dust. And you know what I saw here? This guy right here.
Oh, there you go.
Everybody needs to have one of these. Okay, like when I see photos, yeah. The dust removers are so important, and sometimes I am prone to that. Like sometimes I let some of them slide, but like I try to like dust off as much as I can, because like, man, it makes such a big difference having that, especially if you're going for that clean feel, clean build.
Yeah.
You don't want to see the dust accumulation on that. So awesome stuff
it's okay
here.
if you have some in the corners of the hanger, it looks weathered, but
Right.
that dust will go into your kit and like completely mess up the photo.
Oh, absolutely. We were
Right.
talking about your Zaku one earlier on. Here looks like here's some whip pictures of the shields. What are we looking at
Oh
here in
yeah,
the next
basically
one?
it's how I do my masking. And like another candy paint job, which is not candy anymore. So sad, but it is what it is.
Look at the gloss on this, man. I want to lick
Right?
you like a lollipop. You lick you like a
It's like,
lollipop.
literally candy.
That's amazing. So doing candy colors. Let's swing back on paint and application. Walk us
Sure.
through how you would get to this. How can someone get to this level of candy goodness?
Okay, so first of all, be comfortable with the paint that you're using, because I can't exactly tell you how to spray your paints, because I'm using different brands and you might mess up your paint job and then go after me on Instagram. Okay, so first of all, what I do, of course, you prime it, right? So I use a glossy gray primer, and then I mist a layer of glossy gray primer, and then wait like 1-2 minutes, and then spray it heavy. It should look glossy. Every layer should look glossy. That's it. If you spray the next layer and the layer under that is not glossy, it will affect the candiness of your paint job. So basically, every layer is like that: a mist coat and then a wet coat after, and as many wet coats as it needs to make it look glossy. Like, for example, you spray it glossy. You wait 5 minutes and then it loses the shine. If that happens, I just spray another one. Wait 5 minutes, and then if it stays glossy, that's it. That's the correct layer I'm painting at, and then I stop and let it dry.
Nice,
Then-
nice.
Progress to the next layer, and then same thing.
How about some tips to make sure when you're spraying that like dust is not accumulating as well while you spray it?
Oh, I put water in my airbrush and spray it everywhere.
That will
And
capture it.
then-
Nice.
Yeah, so like the moisture grabs onto the dust and like lets it settle on your table basically. And then you take your piece, you take your makeup brush, you dust it off. You take your airbrush, you take a makeup brush, you brush off the dust, and then you take your airbrush and then you blow off whatever's remaining, and then you spray.
That's it.
Basically, that's it.
Always aim for, like, I guess make the area safe first and then attack it with your airbrush. Awesome.
And then you do it for every piece, so it's kind of a pain, but it's actually, after you see it like that, it's worth it. Definitely worth the effort.
And yeah, no, absolutely.
And you ruin it by putting a satin top coat on it.
Is that what happened here?
They're here. It's what I actually did to make it
Hang
look
on.
like. See, it's no longer candy.
Oh my
Like,
god, it's such a big difference. It's like, where's the gloss, man?
Right? But it still
Oh,
looks
wow.
like metal. but it doesn't look like flat metal paint. It looks like
Whereas
actual
here
metal.
it looks like still candy and all that stuff.
Right?
Here's some like whips of like your LED lights putting into the thrusters. Again, awesome stuff here.
Yeah.
Now, you always paint first before you put your LED, or do you test your LEDs in first and then paint it?
Here's the thing. When I'm building the kit, I snap build everything. I take it apart. I put the LEDs like where they actually will be on the kit. Drill the holes and everything. Take everything apart again, and then start painting.
Nice.
So it's very tedious, but I feel more comfortable with it as opposed to painting the kit and then you start drilling the holes.
Right.
Like,
Because then you see it
that's
right
more
away.
safer. Yeah.
Nice.
Maybe in the future when I start getting lazy about it, but not right now. I'm still chicken shit about putting LEDs in, so I try to be careful with it as much as possible, even with high grades.
We were talking about your process and method and all that
There
stuff.
you
I think
go.
this is a really good visual step by step of what you would do. So walk us through as I go through the image with you.
Right. So for example, this picture, you see the left piece is more glossy than the right one. So the right one actually sprayed more because it's not glossy enough. And then when you move on to the gloss black, see, that's what happens when you spray gloss black over a glossy gray surface. It looks really like you can comb your hair.
Wow,
If you
the
look at
reflection
that,
on this is dope,
yeah.
man.
That's the reflection of the ring light.
Woo.
Like you can comb your hair, brush your teeth on that finish.
Check your
And
makeup.
then it kind of loses the kind of loses the reflectivity when you hit it with a metallic because it's not a chrome. It's more of like a candy silver. And I'm actually doing multi-tone candy here. So
Wow.
it's like gunmetal, it's aluminum, it's
So do you
gunmetal
pre-shade
brown.
with the metals or do you pre-shade with the colors? Or
Oh
pre-color?
no pre-shading, it's all masking. I
Ah.
mask over the first layer of metallics and then
I see.
spray another metallic over it and then let it dry again. So masking candy is not fun. It's very scary because if you peel off the metallic layer underneath, you have to go back to zero basically.
Oh my god, that must
But
have
when
been
you
a
see the
nightmare.
picture on the bottom right, it's worth it.
Yeah, no, it looks awesome.
It's
And
a multi-tone candy.
yeah, because you get the darker red here, but it's all one color, right? Like when you spray it,
Right.
it's still the
Yeah.
same red. It's just that you get a different color effect,
You get a different shade.
different shade of that with the different metal underlay
Yeah.
of it.
And if you're crazy like me, you will mask over that candy paint and put more color separation on it.
Mike, you crazy bastard, you. Let's take a quick look at the chat before we continue. Over on YouTube, let's see what's going on here. Neon Wave is saying low Gil. Yes, that was for me. Mistakenly calling him something else. Rimsha Inayet is saying nice one. Awesome.
Oh, that's another friend of mine.
Well, they're all watching you, man. So be on your best behavior, bro. That's who I have.
No. They know the real me.
That's who
No
has
need to
a
be-
that's who has a technical question about the Samsung branded gear. Is it a phone, digital camera, all of the above? Yeah, we noticed that you have like taken with like the 4 Samsung Gear whatever camera. What is that
Oh,
about?
it's just like the watermark that comes with the phone.
Really?
Yeah, you can like put a watermark, like you can put whatever text below it. So I just take it as an opportunity to put my Instagram on the watermark, but I can't remove the stupid Samsung Quadcam logo.
Oh no!
So,
Nice.
Anyway, I don't know. I just like having the watermark there.
Well, it's good.
You know,
I mean, the
so
photos
it's
come
like
out well,
you
right?
can take the photos and I'll still know it's mine. It's
Exactly. G Keto here. It looks like anodized now. All right, that's after you've put the satin finish on that
Yeah,
Zaku.
Yeah.
Tom L. He's saying, God, I want to start putting LEDs in my kits now. Yeah, no, same here. I think everybody that's watching wants to put like them little lights
Go
on
for
it.
guys.
So,
Go for it, seriously.
so
It will
Rimsha,
save me the hassle of painting the eyes because I hate painting the Gundam eyes.
right?
And I hate using stickers. So,
I was gonna say, there's the stickers effect. It's still reflective.
Nah, I don't like using stickers. Ever since I learned how to use water slides, which
Yeah.
is there's only one kit I have here that has still the stickers on. It's the RG red frame. It's so fragile I don't want to even touch it. But every single kit I have here is water slides. Actually,
Yeah.
shout out to Hobby Hunters here in the
Hobby
Philippines.
Hunters.
I get all my Delphi decals and G rework from that guy. Hobby Hunters.
Nice.
Here in the
Awesome. Well,
Philippines, hit him up.
shout out to the
Decal.
Filipino support there, the Filipino crew. Rimsha is saying proud friend. Woohoo! Woohoo! Let's go.
Thank
Woohoo!
She's single now, so look for her in Instagram.
And you should totally hook me up with your friend. Does she like Gundam? Is she into Filipinos that have no accent? I don't know. That's
Not
okay.
sure.
Tell her I said hi.
I'll have to
Yo,
message her
yo,
and
bro,
find out.
just tell her I said hi. Okay? Don't make it awkward.
I'll message her after this.
Okay, yeah. Let's do that. Let's continue on Twitch. What's going on here? Action Man is saying, happy belated birthday to you. Better late than never. Oh, that's to me. Thank you very much, Adrian. Yes, my birthday was April 5th of this month. And also the first episode of season 3 for AO Mecha Live. So welcome, guys. Gab is saying, you got to share some of your magic, Mike. Oh, he has been. Follow him on his Insta. That's what's happening.
Yeah, I post everything on
Instagram and all the other socials. And also we have Mike frozen. That's not good. Uh-oh, Mike, did we lose you? I think we lost Mike. Give me 1 second. Let me see what's going on in the technical zone here. Yeah, definitely lost Mike for a bit. Let's bring it back to me real quick. We're gonna try to reconnect with Mike real quick. Again, with the Asia bandwidth, I guess we're getting hit by some of the lags here. I just want to say hi to everybody that's tuning in tonight, and hopefully you guys are having a good morning and good evening. What's coming up next? We have Backlog Builder on Monday. Don't forget to check that out. And also next week, we have another featured builder for the Spotlight. Let me go message Mike right now and see where he's at, because like he totally left the building. Oh no. Should we go on a commercial? I think we should go on a commercial. We'll be right back. I'll see what I can do with Mike in a second.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to the stream, and hopefully you guys are enjoying the show so far. I just want to let you guys know about an amazing online community that I'm part of, and it's called Side 6. Here, you will find like-minded modelers and hobbyists who enjoy the mecha and gunpla genre. We encourage posting of whips, projects, and tutorials to help each other move forward in our hobby and in our community. We are always open to new members of all skill levels, so come check us out at facebook.com/groups/side6. We also have an Instagram where we feature members' works, and you can find that at instagram.com/side6_mecha. For all new club information, resources, and news, you could check out our website at www.side6.club. All right, let's get back to the show and see what's going on there.
All right, guys, we just had a bit of a technical difficulty, but I do have Mike back here, and it looks like... Mike, are you with us still? What's going on, buddy?
Hi. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you didn't pay your
I'm
electrical
so
bill. That's what happened, right?
I thought we were gonna get through it without any bloopers. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
no, it wouldn't be an AO Mecha Live show without some of the funds here, so very glad you made it back, man. Where were we? Why don't we just continue on with the story before something else happens? Oh my god. You okay there? Are we good?
I think you were reading the chat.
What's
when
that?
you lost. think
I
you
was
were
reading the chat. Yes. Let's just finish up the chat and we're gonna get back to the show and tells here. Over on Twitch, yeah, we were talking with Adrian. We were talking with Gab. Adrian saying, how's the feeling of posing painted kits though? I'm pretty curious. What's the feeling like when you're posing painted kits?
Scary.
Scary. That's
Scary.
that's a feeling.
To be completely honest, it's scary. But once you see the pictures, like, done, it's gonna be all worth it.
Nice.
Definitely worth it. Scary, but worth it.
Speaking of photos, why don't we go just dive back into it, Mike, and then continue on our journey here. Oh wait,
right.
we have a Ariel, you thirsty? Drink some water. They just Action Man just got us a hydrate. So cheers. I'm gonna drink this coffee.
I'm out, so
You're out.
coffee.
He needs more Coke there. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. What photo? I guess we're looking at some of your photo setup, and this is like your photo booth.
Yeah,
Mike?
that's my photo booth for the clean versus weathered competition.
Nice. So again, very
It's the
basic
only time
setup.
I've actually used photo booth.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I don't allow the full dioramas in the contest, so I spoke to Zach, and he told me I could have like a small action base or like a vignette. So
Yeah.
that's it. That's what I came up with.
This here, the next couple of ones are like collages of your whips. What's going, or like I guess these are the whip picks from your earlier projects, right? Want to walk us through some of
that's
them?
right. So this is like how I do my masking and my color separation for my kits. So I've deleted some of the pictures, and some of them are like high grade, so not much of the color separation there, but more of the painting technique. But the Sazabi and the red frame, I could really like go all the way with the color separation. Like if you can see on the shield there, like the back of the shield,
Right.
that's one piece of plastic, and I gave it like, I don't know, 4 or 5 different colors in there, with the silvers, the gunmetal, the gold.
Holy cow!
And
Look at the
even
details
in
on that.
it's a problem with me. I tend to put color separation in parts that you won't see. I don't know why I do that.
I mean, it looks cool. No one's gonna see it. It's underneath, but like, hey, you know it's there. I know it's there. People that are
I know.
watching now knows it's there.
And the leg of the red frame, I kind of painted it like the PG style. Like
Yeah, I
the-
saw that with the green clear.
there, clear green piece. I painted it just green, and then when I posted the pictures on some Facebook group, people were asking me, "Is this a PG?" No, it's the MG, and they were like, "What? No, you're lying." No, I'm not.
No, you're
No, I'm-
lying. No, you're lying.
And so, yeah, again, if you're looking for like a tutorial on how I did my LED for the RG EVA, that's how I did it. That's how I wired it.
Holy cow! Look at that. Like drilling holes, going
You
through the
can
neck.
see, like the hole there where the wire's going from the nape of the neck. That's an actual hole. Well, you know the EVA kits, they come with a small stick, right?
Yep.
The
The pod. The pod.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
you go. That's where the pod goes into. So like, if you want to put LEDs in your kits, check your kit for holes that are already there, and try to route your wires towards those holes, towards the back, so you don't have to do unnecessary drilling. Basically,
Right.
saves
Wow.
you the hassle, right?
Here's a little up close. Thank you for sharing these photos. I really like seeing how the wiring was gonna be done up for that, man. Look at this.
Those parts get covered up by armor, so you won't really see them. So, like, don't
Good
mind the knob.
And again, like the after effect of it is so amazing. Like, and this is pre decals too.
Yeah, pre-decals.
Nice. There's the
This is
action base.
I did it. It was actually painted before this one. It's already weathered up, and then I just sanded everything down to the primer, and then
Right.
just reprimed it, and then just painted it clean. So like everything's clean, you know. Because like Fabs and Tim might like dock points for not having a clean base. So everything
Just
perfect.
everything clean. Yeah.
Yeah, everything clean.
Nice. And I think you achieved it really well with this project. Next one here, a couple of like head game going on here.
There we go. So that's the that's the Vidar. The LED on the Vidar eyes, that's like bare LEDs on bare plastic, no clear parts covering that one. So that's
wow.
where the white enamel paint trick I came up with works. So it kind of like minimizes the blowout of the LED, so it looks concentrated just in the spot where you.
But it still glows because it's white and it's not like covering it like a
the light
black.
will pass through the white LED paint. It's like a filter, something like that.
Very cool stuff. And all of these are also posted on your Instagram, right?
Yeah, everything's on my Instagram. Just check it out over there.
Nice. And here are some more of the Sazabi parts. I think this is the last photo we have from the set. Why don't you walk us through a little bit of this?
Once again, just more color separations on parts that you will never see when you pose the kit, basically.
Right.
And like the Sazabi is like one of my crowning glory kits, so just like I'm very proud of that kit. And
We're very proud of that kit for you, man.
Thank you. Considering how bulky and tight everything is on the Sazabi, nothing chipped when I posed it. Unlike the unicorn, piece of trash.
Oh my god.
I hate the unicorn. And I have a Banshee in my backlog that I'm dreading to do, because at this point I'm gonna have to put LEDs in that thing. So, oh my god.
Oh man.
And it's an
Just-
RG Banshee, so good luck to me.
I wish you the best on that one. And this, again, all your work leading up to this and all the activities shared was amazing. So guys, don't forget to check him out. Check out his work and all that stuff. We have reached the show and tell portion of this, and so we're going to swing back to the side-by-side version. Mike, how do you feel, man? We just crossed 2 hours.
Feeling pretty good.
Nice. Again, big shout out to everybody that's watching both on YouTube and on Twitch. Just a couple of questions here for you, Mike, and then maybe we'll just wrap it up soon. Again, with your journey being under a year almost, like, you know, what are some of like, I guess your major highlights that you would say that you've experienced about the hobby and the community?
First is definitely the community. I would not reach my skill level right now if it wasn't for the community. Again, shout out to GTS and to your channel, because like your guests and their guests are basically what I listen to when I paint and when I build. So like I hear something, I want to try it out, except for weathering, you know.
Except for weathering. You hear that, Nicholas Tiana Sanchez?
I'm gonna leave the weathering to Nico, you know, that's your thing. I'm gonna be here and team clean, you know. Basically the community. If you're a newbie trying to get into the hobby, check out AO's channel and GTS's channel. They're very helpful. You will learn a lot from their guests. I mean a lot. I'm not kidding.
Awesome.
Go check out painters and builders from Instagram. I don't really do Reddit. I'm more of an Instagram guy, so that's where I get most of my inspiration from. Also, get proper tools, because when I built my high-grade 00 diver, I was using a nail cutter.
Really?
Nail cutter.
Well,
yeah, dude.
Wow, everybody starts from somewhere, right? No, those are all good points, guys. Check out all those. Again, just immerse yourself with it, but I think the most important part is also enjoy it. I've seen throughout all your work here, Mike, that what's consistent is you enjoy what you're doing, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
So
and one more thing,
yeah.
Make sure you know how to fix your kit if you want to do something. Like for example, if you want to drill holes, make sure you know how to plug up that hole if you make a mistake. Or like if you want to use a shitty nipper, make sure you have good sandpaper, because definitely there's gonna be nubs everywhere. You know.
Oh my god.
And again, everything is on YouTube.
Yes.
Watch everything on. That's how I learned basically. Before I even reached out to different builders and painters who have all been very, very helpful with me. Everything was on YouTube. Anything I couldn't find on YouTube, I just asked the people, basically.
And that's always good to do. I mean, the community very, very supportive. In under a year, you could achieve so much great things. To me, it's an inspirational story with you. And like when we were chatting about this, I was like, dude, I could barely do some of these stuff. And this guy's like, oh yeah, just do this. And I'm like, you make it sound so easy. What the hell, man? Awesome stuff. Let's see. Let's do like final check on our chats here and see. And then we'll probably send you off. Let's see here. Tetsu, Mike, did you end up going to Japan for GBWC? Well, wait, did you even? I don't think he entered GBWC.
No, I have never entered the GBWC contest ever. My first contest was the USA Gundam one for the clean versus weathered.
Brendan Hay, the floating armor above the shoulder joint on the RG red frame bugged me and during the build as my first RG kit. Did you experience that as well when you were building the?
Yeah, actually, I think it's a positive point that the armor is kind of floating, because it actually helps the kit pose better. If that armor was like tight, I would not have been able to pull off the poses that I did. And I was looking at Rurouni Kenshin references when I was posing the red frame. So
very
was
samurai.
Like, this thing had to be flexible as fuck, you know?
That's it.
If that armor was tight, I would not have been able to come up with the pose that I did.
Awesome posing, and again,
embrace the looseness of your kit.
And not only that, like, and also practice your posing, because it like we said earlier on, it's gonna bring you guys like to the next level of game for that. So again, awesome stuff here. Mike, what are we gonna expect from you in the coming future? Any upcoming projects?
Aside from the Zaku one, I am building a stray blue frame D. It's in pieces right now. It's gonna have the big sword. It's gonna have the striker pack,
Nice,
Gonna have
nice.
LEDs and that, so it's gonna be a big and long project.
Oh my god. Can't wait to see that.
Like a month and a half for this one.
And where can they find you if they want to look for you on online? Where do you usually live?
I'm usually on Instagram and Facebook.
Nice, nice. And all the description to his links are on the below on YouTube. But guys, seriously, just look up Mike Silbor. I was gonna say Silver, but it's Silbor. Silbor, guys.
Filipino Silver.
Awesome, Mike. Thank you for coming into the show. You have any final words for our audience tonight?
Just keep building. Just keep painting. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. It will happen. It's happened to me. Just find a way to fix them. Usually the fixes for your screw-ups, my screw-ups, are again on YouTube. It's free information. It's right there.
Absolutely. Awesome. Thank you, Mike, for tuning in. Stay after the show. I want to chat with you before we fully let you go. Just stay at the back lobby. But again, guys, let's give a round of applause and thank you, Mike, for coming in. It was such a fun show with you. We learned so much about your journey and your experiences. And I'm sure everybody else that's been watching learned something and definitely enjoyed the show and tell. I love the photos, man. And guys, follow him on his Instagram. Awesome, Mike.
It was so surprising. I was taking a picture. I was taking the actual contest pictures for the RG Ava, and then I posted the test photo, and then you messaged me, "Can you be on the show?" I'm like, "Are you serious?"
No, I wanted to message you way sooner. It's just I was just busy. But awesome stuff. And it's people like you that I want to bring to the show. It's like inspirational folks, awesome work. And it's definitely a story and a journey that I think people need to hear, because this right here is like, again, a culmination of people, just being stuck at home. We have communities out there that have all these awesome builders. And I want to showcase everybody that I see that is doing awesome work. Because that's how we grow. We learn from other people. We get inspired by other people. And again, Mike, big inspirational, big motivation for the community. Keep up the good work. Stay at the back. We will catch you in a bit. But why don't you say bye to everybody for now, man? That's it. All right. Okay. Thanks, Mike. All right, guys, another fun episode here at AO Mecha Live. If you guys, it's the first time tuning in, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and follow buttons on both on YouTube and Twitch. I stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. Monday, coming up, we have a brand new backlog builder happening. Wednesday, I think we're just going to continue that. And next Saturday, we also have a new guest for Spotlight. So hopefully you guys could make it for that. Let's see here. I was gonna do something. Number 5, this one here. Guys, if you guys are doing anything this weekend and want to check out a cool charity event, again, please check out twitch.tv/Plama Weekender. They are doing their charity event marathon streams, and there's like 22, I think there's more people streaming right now for the charity event. So don't forget to check them out over at twitch.tv/Plama Weekender. This show is also brought to you by MSMN Studio. Check them out, guys, for all my Canadian friends. They ship in all provinces, model kits, tools, and materials. But most importantly, we are powered by USA Gundam Store. Don't forget to visit them, usagundamstore.com, and save with the discount code AO Mecha 10. Oh man, what can I say about tonight? It's kind of crazy tonight. Oh shoot, where am I? Right here. Wait. Oh my god, what button am I pressing? Guys, that is it for me tonight. Hopefully you guys are having a good evening and all that, and I will catch you guys in the next stream. Thank you very much to Mike Silbor. Thank you very much to everybody watching on YouTube and Twitch. And stay safe, guys. Until next time, take care. See you guys.